Detective Harry Bosch, LAPD.
Tell me what you got so far.
We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your host, Lee Rodriguez.
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes.
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman.
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris.
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
And our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your take's so hot!
Come on. It's so good. It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is up, everybody? Today is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020. I do not have the time for this shit today. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. This is episode number 537 of the podcast. We got Jason Nyes here.
Whoa, Black Hoodie, OnlyFans.
We got Jose Guzman here.
Man, that shit, them's ain't my butts.
Okay. We got Kelly Harris.
Unlimited shits.
And our good buddy Mahoney. What's up, Mahoney?
Tag yourself on Jazz Hands.
So, yeah. So, apologies if things are a bit more echoey on my side than usual. I'm in a big empty-ass room. So, we just moved over the weekend, and it's a fucking disaster in here.
He doesn't have those sound-absorbing Optimus Primes out yet.
Yeah. It's crazy how much, 30 years of bullshit absorbs sound.
You sound good when you're closer to the microphone, it seems. The intro was good.
I gotta. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine.
You sound
I have a vision. I have a vision. I know what we're going for here. It's just gonna be a slow going.
For sure. That's why I still have 8 tubs full of toys sitting outside my office right now.
Oh, I cannot go as long as you have. No, that's absolutely not. I will cry. Endlessly, I will cry. So yeah, just today was a big day. We got a bunch of new furniture delivered. We got our new bedroom suite, which is pretty dope, with the adjustable mattress gimmick that Nyes was talking about.
Love it.
When they got their bed, which is pretty dope. Got a new like TV stand, like this massive wood thing. It's got sliding barn doors on it. It's really nice, really classy. To go with our giant fucking TV.
Holy shit! 82 inches.
one big bitch.
86, son.
Oh, I'm sorry.
86.
Sorry. Whoa.
She said,
I'm told you can do a lot with 4 inches. So it's important to say.
I've been doing it.
82 in the water, 86
Yeah.
when the weather's right.
Yeah. When it's cold outside, it's 79.
It happens.
So yeah, it's been kind of wild. We've just slinging boxes everywhere, trying to get shit put away. Ordered a bunch of cool new shit for the house. We got the TV. We got a badass new sound bar. Ordered a whole bunch of shit from the Google store and that stuff, like smarting the house up. All this cool shit. And I'm sitting on a fucking folding chair.
Oh no!
Because for reasons I do not understand, I don't have a couch right now. Don't know what that's about, but I don't have a. So here's the thing. So we ordered a couch. We ordered all this other stuff. The stuff which, as you may remember, was delivered today. But our couch will not be available to be delivered. Like, furniture is the new toilet paper. Like, furniture's backed up like crazy for buying furniture. You waited how long for your fucking
it was at
table?
least
It's weeks, right?
Yeah, it was at least
a long time.
A few months for our couches.
Yeah, so the couch we picked out is not set to be delivered until mid to late January. That's where
Of course.
So it's a while, but it's gonna be really fucking dope. So it's totally worth it. That's the one we wanted, so it's worth waiting. Now, what I don't understand is why my lovely wife is like, I don't move that couch into the new house. Like, well, yeah, I mean, I know we wanted the new couch, but we don't have it yet. But we do have this old couch, so we can just move that one. She's like, no, we're not moving the old couch. I'm like, but then I want to have a couch for like 10 weeks. That seems like a crazy person thing to do. She's like, yeah, no, we're not doing it. Not thus just it went for a number of days, and now I don't have a couch.
And not just any 10 weeks, like the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no couch for Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Indian style. Hey, just get a bunch of beanbags. Embrace it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You got a lot of boxes, though, right? You can build a couch out of those.
Yeah, just build one.
Yeah.
Break out the opium and let's go.
Order
Whole sectional.
Order yourself an awesome dad chair that'll be there tomorrow, Lee, and then fuck the rest of them.
Yeah.
Put it right in the center of the room.
Yeah, swing by like Costco, get yourself some nice little dad chair.
That
You
might
gotta
not
put
be
it
the bad
together
way to go.
yourself.
Go find me a Big Lot. They've got a Big Lots not too far from here.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Yeah, Big Lots will have a sweet dad chair.
Absolutely.
$150? Even if
It's gotta be real ugly though. Like she's gotta hate it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this chair's got to be so dad it thinks Dire Straits are the greatest band of all time.
Absolutely.
That's how bad this chair has to be.
You gotta
And
have
shit,
the
if she
noise
really
down
hates
when you
it,
sit
buy
there.
like
Yeah.
3 more.
And then line them up like a couch.
Yeah.
We're talking about getting like a little futon off Amazon or something, and then when we're done with it, giving it to Zoe for her room because Zoe's room is fucking huge, you guys. It's so big.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so she's pretty hyped about that. She's like, "You better get a fucking."
I think
dad
I know
chair."
where you could get a futon.
Oh yeah, really?
I've seen one on like Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, there's
Yeah?
a guy. Yeah.
How used we talking? We're talking gently, like severely.
Really huge.
I think he's selling it for like the cost of brand new, so it can't be that used.
Smoke.
Let's just call it seasoned.
Yeah.
Seasoned, right? Of course.
From a smoke-free, pet-free home, don't forget.
Yeah, well, that counts for something. Well, it's not for nothing. The reason Nicole didn't want to bring our couch because it smelled like dog, and I'm like, well, if you didn't want to have fucking a couch that smells like dog, maybe we shouldn't have had a dog.
Yeah, you guys
Well,
still have
on the couch.
you guys didn't get rid of Buster, did you?
Nope.
He just
And I'm
still
like-
at the old house, very confused.
All right.
Oh my god.
With a couch.
I figured it out.
I'm so confused.
I figured it out. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You sit on Buster. You ride him like a horse while you watch TV.
His old ass hips are so shot he would die. He would die so
Aw.
fast. Much as a senior citizen, I got to give him a lot less shit now than I used to.
Mm-hmm.
He's an old ass man.
Speaking of unpacking, did you guys unpack Jax? Like out of the box?
Oh yeah, Jax is good.
Okay. I figured you guys just put him in a box and then shipped him over.
Like a crate,
What's up?
like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
we put a bunch of shrink wrap, drilled some holes in the side of the crate.
Yeah.
So Jax is doing 2 things now. Like if you ask for something that like is kind of a long shot, and we're like, well, like no, not right now. He'll go, I knew you were gonna say that, which is great. And then if you do something that you don't want him to, that he doesn't want to do, he goes, "Arr!" and then bitches. So today I asked him to do something, and he went, "Arr!" and I went, I knew you were gonna say that, and he went, stop. Like that shit's not cute, is it, you little fuck? Don't walk out of here. And he's like, okay,
Don't use my own things against me.
you son of a bitch.
Stop taking my bits, Dad.
Tell him, motherfucker, you're from my balls. I know everything you're gonna do.
What?
There you go.
Yes. But yeah, but it's slow going. Things coming out here or there. I put all the comics up on the shelf, which was, boy, did that take a long time because Nicole asked Zoe to help me pack the comics, all the trades and graphic novels and hardcover and shit like that. And so, she went at it, but she just put them in boxes, which I guess is fine, unless you're a psychopath. And like this shit has to be advertised when it comes out. I don't know how the hell you did this. Like how the fuck did Alias end up next to Punisher like that? What? What the fuck are you even doing?
She was grouping them. She was grouping them according to their Netflix original series.
Yeah, it's right next to the pile of Iron Fist and Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have a lot of Daredevils, so Daredevil was fucking everywhere. There could have just been a box of Daredevil, but no.
My Daredevils with my Dirt Devils, with my deviled eggs. Like my Daredevils everywhere.
Fucking ridiculous.
But I do like how you're like, how could this have happened? What went wrong? As though she didn't just throw them all in the box willy-nilly to be like, he's gonna hate this.
She did the same thing with our physical media, all the movies and shit. Which she packed all of our Blu-rays and DVDs and shit like that in like the biggest boxes possible, so they weigh 500 pounds.
Oh my god.
No, you go. So when we got ready to do books, I'm like, small boxes for the books, please. And she was like, I got your fucking small boxes right here. Captain America? Oh, cool. Hope you like the X-Men.
Just picks up a pile of them, drops them on the ground, and swirls them all around.
You're like, oh, this cover has ice on it. I'm going to put Winter Soldier here.
Yeah. It's fucking madness. But we're getting there. It's gonna be cool. I know what I gotta what I gotta get as far as sweet wall-mounted shelving units and stuff. It's gonna be dope. I just gotta zen and get through. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be good.
That's cool though. You get to start blank slate.
Yep.
It's very cool.
Shitloads of toys. Because you've kind of everything you have, you've stacked already. So now you know what works, what doesn't work, and how you want to restack it.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. There's a lot of this whole fucking place, man, is just potential.
Yeah,
it's very good. It's gonna be cool.
And you can also edit as you go. You can be like, do I really want to put this figure out in the new house, or do I want to save space for another 17 Predators?
Yeah, these are the conversations I'm having with myself already.
Yeah, for sure.
that is a thing.
There's a few things. Plugging everything back in, or are we still nothing plugged in?
No plug anything.
Oh, buddy.
No, nothing can get plugged in until the couch.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
No plugs, always standing.
We're at the house yesterday, and this couple came to buy our old bedroom set, and everything else is gone, but I left the TV in our bedroom on the wall. You have to leave the wall mounts when you move out of a house, which is fucking ridiculous. I left $300 worth of wall mounts at the house, but whatever.
Whose rule is this?
Yeah, wait, why? Why do you have?
It's
to
part
leave
of
those?
It's very standard in like contracts. Like if anything that's mounted to the wall, like mounted to the wall, is considered a fixture and has to be left behind. So like curtain rods and like all the drapes and shit, gotta leave the drapes. Gotta leave. Like, it's very strange. It's very weird. And, like, the realtor was like, I'm like, are you fucking serious with this? She's like, yeah, it's all the time. And then Goat and his wife had the same thing happen to them. They had to leave all that shit up. So I was like, well, whatever. But I left a TV in there.
Like, did you know they're going to put microchips in the vaccine?
Right? She did tell us.
You can't leave that stuff hanging up, though.
She did tell us that she saw on TikTok a woman who was just incensed and beside herself because her 8-year-old daughter passed out at school from wearing a mask all day. I'm like, that didn't happen. That definitely didn't happen. Like, there's no way.
Definitely didn't.
And if that did happen, I think your kid's got more problems than wearing a mask.
Mm-hmm. And if it did happen, the primary source wouldn't be TikTok. I feel like it would have made the news.
That kid probably has like polio because I'm gonna guess unvaccinated.
Most likely.
Yeah. Were they doing a dance when they were saying it?
I hope so.
They're
she was
just
crying and
renegading.
yelling and stuff.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
My kid was at school and he passed out because he was wearing a mask.
Oh, I'm losing consciousness. There he goes.
I can't breathe.
I did not save this TikTok for you, Lee, because it was just too ridiculous, and there was music, and I don't know if it was copywritten music or what, but it was this woman, and I saw this too, it was this woman who was acting out a scenario in which the vaccine is being handed out, right? And so somebody goes up and gets the vaccine, vaccine with the microchip in it. And then they ask her, they're like, would you like the vaccine? And she's all teary-eyed and she shakes her head no. And they say, well, you understand that by denying the vaccine, we have to kill you. And she's teary-eyed and she shakes her head yes. She's got like her red hat on. And so then it cuts away and now she's all beaten and bloodied. She's got like all this prop makeup on. As though like when you don't accept the vaccine, like they like punch you to death. Like that's how they like, yeah, that's how they like go through with that sentence.
Man,
like in this
like a boy initiation.
How fucking cool would it be if that was real?
Right? Like in this outrageous scenario where they're gonna murder you for not taking the vaccine, they do it like they're like, Jimmy, get over here. She said no, beat the shit out of her till she's dead.
Yeah.
This is one guy with some knuckle dusters.
Man, if you just say your favorite cereals while we're beating you, we'll get up.
Oh
It
god.
was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
Speaking of ridiculous, this TV is hanging on the wall. And I'm going to leave it there because we don't need it in the new house. We bought the new one for the living room. The one for the living room is going to the bedroom. They're staggering, so we don't need this one. So fuck it. I'll just leave it. One less thing to worry about. And by this point, we've been out of the house for 3 days. So it's been there for 3 days, just kind of hanging out, chilling, you know. And she's like, on the way out, she's like, gotta take that TV down. I said, fucking why? She goes, because they didn't ask for it. And I said, yeah, right. So here's the thing: her greatest fear is them walking through the house for a walkthrough and like reneging on the deal, like some kind of fucking crazy robber baron is going to on the very last day be like, no, thank you.
Some guy.
No, thank you. I don't want this free TV, so I won't take this house anymore.
Imagine if we had walked into our new house and we found the TV hanging on the wall. Would we have said, oh, these cocksuckers, I'm not going to buy this house? Or would have been like, fucking sweet, free TV.
Yeah.
Now, one time when I got a house, I walked in and they had left me this like 10-year-old vacuum.
That's not the same thing at all.
Exactly, not the same thing at all. But their agent was there, and I was like, hey, here you go. Here is a 10-year-old vacuum. I don't want to throw this shit out. Like, you take it. But I didn't say, like, I'm not taking this house any longer.
It's me or the
Also,
vacuum.
Also, I don't think that's her biggest fear, but I guess it's probably top 10.
It's one of them. At this point, that's her biggest fear. And then, like today, right now, that is definitely her biggest fear.
I think her biggest fear is Pennsylvania not recounting.
No. That's Nicole's biggest fear. Nicole is terrified. It's like, the realtor knows better. The realtor will be like, "Who gives a fuck about the TV being on the wall?" Nicole's like, "It's gotta go."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as I have to go to my fucking car and get my tools out so I can take this fucking TV off the wall. And as I'm doing it, I'm looking up at her. I go, "Is it because you think he'll be terrified and horrified when he finds out you got to plug it in?" And that was the wrong thing to say at that moment.
You know, I disagree. I think that was exactly the right thing to say.
Sometimes
if I got a house and there's a TV up and I was like, oh, it doesn't need to be plugged in.
Yeah.
It just works. And then I try and do
Wireless
it
electricity.
and it does nothing, I might renege on the on the buying of the house because they just fooled me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think Nicole's onto something.
Maybe. So yeah, it's just every day is an adventure, everybody.
You got plugs
Every day
and
is an
fucking out,
adventure.
bro.
We got to closing Thursday. So if we can just get past the next 36 hours, everything will be cool. Just got to get there.
Nice.
Yeah. What you got going on, Nice?
Not much. After last week's show, I actually produced a podcast without broadcasting a butthole on YouTube, so that was nice. Real.
Still needs to be fine-tuned, combed to go through and make sure.
But yeah, I mean,
There could have been a snuck-in one.
I watched that clip at least 4 times after the show. And it made me laugh just as hard every single time. When you're like, no, and you click away, and we're all like, fucking, yeah, and it comes back and you go, oh no! So fucking great. Oh, it's one of the best.
well, I'm glad I could give that to the world.
No, it's legitimately one of the hardest times I've ever laughed in my entire life.
Yeah,
top
it was so
5
good.
moment for sure.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
One of the hardest times I have, not just on the show, ever.
in your
And
life.
just like the best part is knowing that you had spent all this time making sure there weren't any dicks or anything else
Yeah.
in any of the other slides.
Yeah.
And you're like,
No.
fuck it.
I
It was a
didn't even
perfect moment of comedy. Like, not only was there a butthole, but there was an arrow pointing to the butthole.
like,
So good.
no, that's her underwear. No.
Oh God, it was so funny.
And then, you
She's
know,
wearing butthole pattern underwear.
that was what? Okay, so we kind of argued about it after the Pop Fantasy Football podcast. I was like, that was up there for milliseconds. And Mahoney was like, no, that was up there for like a minute.
It was a while.
It was like-
might not have been a minute, but it was a while.
It was like 15
It was like 39
seconds.
seconds. We counted.
And I'm thinking, okay, this is an almost 3-hour podcast. Would they? I could just leave it there. It'll be fine. There's 15 seconds of butthole. I couldn't even tell it was a butthole. Is YouTube gonna even be able to tell? And then in the Discord, both Juggalo John and Zero were like, so yeah, you guys should edit that out before you lose your entire fucking channel. I was like, oh, God
I
damn it.
didn't even bring it up because I thought you would instantly be like, all right, we're getting rid of this.
Yeah,
Because they'll pull our shit down.
I didn't even think about, like, so my thought initially was I would have to re-upload the entire episode with an edited butthole. But
that would suck.
there is a functionality in YouTube where you can pixelate things.
Blur it out.
But
Okay.
but because it's YouTube and it's Google, the functionality is real trash. So, editing out those 15 seconds worth of butthole took me about an hour and a half, but
Oh, that's horrible.
it ended up working out in the end.
You know what? It was worth it though.
Sure was.
I bet you can recognize that butthole in a lineup.
Well,
Here's the thing. I know that was difficult, and I appreciate the work you do, but we now have a lifetime of memories.
Absolutely.
Yep.
what a way to end that segment, too.
Oh God, it's so good.
And like, if you're listening on the download, I guess you should be listening live because
Yeah.
we might show you a butthole.
We might.
It could be any
Maybe
of
your
ours.
butthole.
Yeah,
Could you
it might be a
imagine?
picture of your butthole. Wouldn't you like to know if we're broadcasting that on the internet?
I mean,
It's
would
real.
you even be able to recognize a picture of your butthole?
No.
Probably
Yeah.
not.
See?
Like, we've all looked at our...
Lee's real quiet over there.
We've all looked at our buttholes,
thinking.
right?
How many? I'm thinking about it. I don't know that I could. Instead,
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know,
I don't
I
think
think
I could.
I think no, and I think that I could. And then my next thought is, shit, how many pictures of my butthole have I looked at accidentally and just didn't know?
Right, yeah. I mean, it's
There
been
was some other butthole. It was mine the whole time.
at least
Every one of those
25
photo
years.
albums I've ever made you is filled with pictures of your butthole.
It's been at least 25 years since I looked at my butthole in the mirror. I bet if what do you mean what? You never looked at your
What do you
butthole in the
mean,
mirror? You've never explored your own body as a teenage boy?
I don't think I bent over to look at my butthole in the mirror.
Oh, I'm so. Let's pull the group then. Raise your
Oh yeah,
hand.
I've definitely looked at my butthole in the mirror.
Yes.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
All right.
Jose.
I guess I'm the
I
weird
have
one.
not. I have not either.
Only because, like, okay, to clarify, like, I was pretty sure I had a hemorrhoid. I had to check that shit out. That's why it was an exploratory operation. It wasn't just for funsies.
Well, I was just a curious young boy.
Yeah,
Now,
that's for funsies.
if I had to pick my butthole out of a
He said, I want
lineup,
to see where the chocolate comes from. What you got going down there?
if I had to pick my butthole out of a lineup by feel alone, I think I could do it.
But
My feet.
Like through a couple layers of toilet paper on my index and my middle finger, I
mean,
bet.
how
Two Part
different?
Tuesday's spinning on his head right now.
How different could it possibly feel from another butthole?
Oh, it feels different, I'm sure.
Time to find out.
Yeah, but how many buttholes have you felt to where you can tell the difference that, oh no, that's not my butthole? Other than the fact that obviously it's not your butthole.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like you only need one other one to know it's not yours. Like, okay, this is what all the other ones feel like.
Right. Like if
feel
my
like football.
Yeah, but
butthole.
wouldn't they all kind of? But what if they all just kind of felt the same? Like
No. No,
do you have like a you got a certain like
they're like
texture
snowflakes.
mark? You feel
Yes.
you're like, oh no,
Yes.
that's that slick part.
Like me and my
What
butthole.
we're gonna do is buy some of those fleshlights that are like the butthole ones. We're gonna somehow numb the lower half of Nice's body.
Yes.
And we're gonna have him touch the various things.
I love it.
Including his own butthole, and see if we can pick out which one is his.
All right, deal. Let's set it
We should
up.
all make a cast of our butthole.
Yes.
and
Now we're
then
talking.
and then no names, and he has to feel each butthole.
Yes.
No
And
names
pick
for
out-
female butthole? Why are you bringing no names into this?
She's
No
gonna be
name,
so
no
upset
names.
when you drag
Especially
her out.
when there's butthole molds. Definitely.
Like, get out here, feel these buttholes. Tell us which one is which.
Oh my god.
But I mean, that's the real only taste test.
It
because-
sounds great. I mean, if we want to do a taste
Obviously-
test, we could do a taste test.
Well, I mean, ain't nobody talking about they know exactly what the butthole tastes like.
I mean, I could
Or
I could pick Mary's out of a lineup.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Mary's horrified. I can see her face right now.
She's asleep.
I just flashed forward to tomorrow. She's in her office and she's horrified.
She knows what's up.
That was like the third thing I did. I watched her eat a sandwich, something else, and then tasted the butthole.
is that how you know if she's a clone or not? Be like, no. This is not the taste or fragrance of the real person.
So yeah, the only other thing I did this week is I made Jabba the Hutt come. So real banner week all around.
Apparently, I bet you. What does butthole feel like?
And I appreciate Lee and Tito both appreciating that video.
Oh, I fucking loved it.
It was a very niche audience I was playing to.
Oh, super into it. It's great.
When it looks like Bubba the Fett covers his boner. That made me giggle.
See, I
Bubba
didn't even consider that he was covering his boner, but I do appreciate that that's the backstory you put in there.
Hey, I got your back. Story.
Fucking love it. What
Bubba.
you got going on, Jose?
So y'all know I'm not on Facebook, right?
I mean,
Like I'm on there.
it
but
does
I ain't,
seem like you send us screenshots of Facebook a lot.
I do some scrolls. I mean, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for cool things to send you guys. But I'm not like
I mean,
On
we
it.
know about one guy that's sending you cool stuff.
Shout out Varun.
so.
I know what you're saying though, Jose. You're not engaging with the fucking unwashed.
Yes, I'm
masses
not
on
engaging
Facebook.
with Facebook. Like
No.
I have my streak. See, but here's the thing: is sometimes those is like I just have a streak where I'm on there for like an hour and I just screenshot 40 things, and then I slowly disperse them.
Yeah, but
That
of
checks out.
all the social media, Facebook is the absolute worst.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Well, so Facebook knows I don't do Facebook much either. So a friend of ours, Everett Calloway, wrote a book, A Poetic Journey to Love. You
Yeah.
can find it on Amazon, $9.99.
He was
So-
the co-star of our first short film.
Pray.
Yeah.
So taking that back, way back to the fucking day. So I was like, he sent me a page invite. Normally, I don't do any of that, but
Oh, you shouldn't answer those. No.
well, normally I don't. But Everett
You done
was
fucked up.
wow. Yeah. So then all of a sudden, Facebook goes into complete shutdown mode, and they're like, "Whoa, who's this guy?" So I had to fucking prove that it was me liking this. They were like, "Did you like this page? What's going on here?" So I had the complete, like, he got the emails. We see some activity here. Was it you? Because they're like, no, that wasn't you liking pages, was it? So I appreciate the
heads
Facebook
up.
knowing what's up.
Yeah.
Well, that's not where I thought that was going at all. You're like, thanks, Facebook, for getting on my ass. Look at you. I'm
So-
impressed.
Yeah. So I guess when you use Facebook or when you like something once every 4 years. They want to make sure them likes are real. They're like, "Are you a robot?
Are you spreading Russian disinformation?"
Which rhino is standing straight up?" So, just been doing that and fucking got back from Chi-Town. Chi-Town was all right. It's hot.
Somebody have some audio on?
Something's happening.
Something's
I
happening.
hear somebody talking. That's not one of us.
Not me.
Not me.
Jose.
Not me. I'm not talking. I'm talking.
All right, I'm going to figure it out. I'm gonna find
Let
the
me get to the
culprit.
bottom of this.
It's being a real chatty boy somewhere.
Get to the bottom of this bullshit.
I thought it was my phone, like, that somehow started playing without me touching it. And I was like, what is going on? Is that TikTok? What is that? But it wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
There. I was waiting for it. There it is.
Old me.
I like how we're all just silent waiting for it to happen again.
I know, right? what you got going on, Kelly?
You know what I got?
What you got?
Fucking 15 and a half hours of Yakuza.
Yeah!
Jesus.
Yeah, boy.
It's back.
That's a lot of
It's-
Yakuza.
It's very good. Lee, you should buy it.
I might have to.
Lee, you know, let me sell you on it.
All right.
It's a Yakuza game, but with the Persona combat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it is turn-based now. Because
do
the main
enjoy the
character
turn-based
really
games.
likes Dragon Quest.
All right. Like, that's
Yeah.
why?
Yeah.
That's fucking tremendous.
Yeah, he loves Dragon Quest, and he likes to think of his life in terms of a JRPG.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why the game now has a party system and turn-based fighting and crafting and other attributes
fuck
like
yeah.
that.
That's
Crafty.
fucking hilarious.
What you be crafting? You be making like sweet ass pants?
Like
Yeah, you make weapons and like gear and stuff.
You got some dope
I
ass
craft-
shorts?
I crafted a really nice bottle of sparkling wine to beat people with.
Oh.
Oh my! How
Yeah,
many
because-
hits can that bottle of wine take?
I think they've got unlimited durability.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and you can pop it open and spray people with it, and then, like, as an effect, they'll not only take damage, but they can be frozen or drunk.
Oh, okay.
So you can beat someone into being drunk?
Yeah.
Can't
I mean,
confirm.
One of the main character, one of my main guy, he's because you can do different job classes for him to give them different attacks, and he is a host now as like a host club, and
Okay.
so he'll launch a surprise birthday party and smash a cake into someone's face and deal a whole bunch of damage to him.
Oh, that sounds real stupid.
It's a surprise
Oh, yeah.
birthday party,
That
bitch.
sounds great.
Yeah, it's great. One of the side quests, I beat up a room full of men dressed like babies.
Okay.
I'm helping to run a confectionery business now. And it features the return of one of our favorite things.
Fuck yeah, Nugget?
The Mac?
Yeah. Nice was closer. This time,
The Big
in
Mac.
yes, a Big Mac. The confectionery business has a chicken mascot whose name is Omelet. You put
It's a
Omelet in
fucking
some,
egg taco.
Yeah.
you put him in some commercials, you're gonna sell so much shit. Omelet got paid 5 million yen to be on a TV show.
Ooh.
It's like a lot.
Yeah, so it's a good time. I love it. I have no idea how far into the game I am. Earlier today, I just unlocked the kart racing mini game, so that's fun. Because now they're just like, hey, you want to play Mario Kart too? I'm like, okay. I mean, why not? I was like, they already have early on. One of the first things you do is you spend a lot of the early part of the game being homeless. So you get like this tricycle with a wagon on the back, and you go around collecting cans. And so you got to
Get
collect
them
a whole
cans,
bunch.
hobo.
Yeah,
That sounds like a real bummer.
Well, that's another part is because you're homeless now. There's treasure hunting, so you can look for coins underneath vending machines.
Welcome to the expansion pack.
That's a
You're
real
broke.
generous. That's a real generous
That's
description
one way to
of
say it.
treasure hunting. Yeah.
Well, because sometimes you'll find things like, oh, a strip of leather or a piece of plastic, and you can use those for crafting.
What's
Ooh,
cool
a
that you call
half-eaten
them-
bagel.
Yeah. Oh,
Treasure
you can find
hunting.
half-eaten lunches. They'll give you some health if you need it. Yeah. So
Homeless just
herpes.
usually call it
Yeah.
surviving.
yeah. So you spend some time in a homeless camp, and you go about your life. You make some friends. I started living in a brothel, and when some people came to try and get it taken down, I was going to dump an entire garbage can full of cummy tissues on them, and then they ran away.
What the fuck?
Fucking hell.
So
You know,
enough about your
say
week.
what you
Tell us
will.
about Yakuza.
It said somebody else. Please tell me something.
Like,
Anything that's got nothing to do with common bands.
say what you will about those Yakuza games. You covered a lot of ground in 15 hours. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. There's still so much more.
It's not the only thing he covered.
There's a good part where you and your buddy you start living in the top floor of the brothel, and they're like, "Oh, this is great. We have mattresses." And your buddy's like, "But they're damp." And you're like, just take it for what it is. And the guy's like, "I'm a germaphobe."
No.
Fucking, it's not as damp as that floor was.
I'm a homeless germaphobe living in a brothel. Okay. Like, you got bigger problems.
Yeah, so it's a good time. I highly recommend it. Even if you've never played any other game in the series, you can start here. It's a fresh start, new main character. There really hasn't been anything you need to know about the previous games, so
All right.
highly recommend.
But
just
now
picking
you would have
up
seen
here.
something.
What? Oh yeah. Yeah,
but
there
now
was
you would
one
have seen
guy
something.
so far in the kart racing minigame. There's a guy in there that I'm pretty sure ties back to a dude that was in Yakuza 0, but I think that's just like if you notice it, you see it, and it's cool. But other than
like
that,
an Easter egg.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Kelly's video game report. Next week, we'll find out what I think of Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity.
That's right.
Ooh. Is that
That
next
drops
week?
on Friday. So the Breath of the Wild prequel, that looks fucking cool.
It really does look pretty cool. What's going on, Mahoney?
All right, Lee. I know we don't always talk about this, but we got to talk about fantasy football.
Oh shit!
Okay, so we are on week 11, Lee.
Uh-huh.
I am 3-8, 3-7. No, 4
3 and 7.
I don't know. 3-7. Okay, so we just finished week 10. We're on week 11. We just finished week 10. I'm 3-7, which is not very good, right? It's
Not very good.
It's not very good at all. So this
Someone
morning
goes
I
so
was
far as to
like,
say it sounds bad.
this morning I was like, well, I must be eliminated from playoff contention. Because in order for me to make the playoffs, I need a whole bunch of people to win and lose, like in a precise order. And I'm like, but there's no possible way that of the, let's see, there's 6 matches, 4 weeks left. There's 24 matches. There's no possible way that 24 matches could go in a way that could get my 3-7 team into the playoffs. Like that just can't happen. And let me tell you, Lee, I sat down and my head got all spinny, like Doctor Strange, and there is one path. There is one future where I make the playoffs. I need 24 matches to play out exactly the way I need, and I am the 4th team in the playoffs. Isn't that exciting?
So who you need to lose?
Well, I was told I'm not
everyone.
supposed to tell you. Basically, all of you. I need Vetter to lose every game for the rest of the year. So nothing personal, Vetter. Sorry.
You say
I
that.
need
You
most
say
of you
nothing
to go 1 and
personal.
3. Nothing personal. I just need you to lose. Thanks. But yeah, our league this year is so middle of the pack that I could end the year 7-7, and basically every other team could end the year either winning their division or 6-8. Except for Juan, who'd be like 3-10. But sorry, Juan. Sorry. Sometimes we gotta make sacrifices.
If Tito keeps up with this losing streak, somebody else is going to win our division.
No, Tito's not going to keep up with the losing streak because there's only one reason why we would come to a point in the season where there's one path that I make the playoffs, and it's because obviously that's the storyline. That's where this is heading.
It could be.
Yeah, just you wait.
Nice. Did
Victim of
you
a
threaten
fate
Tito
crime.
this week? Like, what happened?
No, Mahoney's plan.
Kelly doesn't listen to the show. So,
That's not the way to
because
go pee. That's all very impressive, Mahoney.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope it works
Mahoney
out. All 24 matches.
Mahoney told us that both myself, my wife, and Jose and Juan needed to Juan needed to win. Me, Mary, and Jose needed to lose this week. And I'm like, why would you tell us that? Why would you put that juju on my household? And then as part of my Kerouac punishment, Mahoney changed my team name to Do It Tito Beat Me. And boy, that did not work out.
Nope. Tito didn't come through at all.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily do anything different that would have made me beat Tito, but I did have just destiny on my side. And just pure will.
Destiny's a powerful force, wouldn't you agree?
Victim of a fate crime.
Victim of a fate crime. I love it. So yeah, Lee, I'm going to the playoffs, FYI.
Right.
I'll see you in 4 weeks when I confirm it.
Wow, could you imagine if me and Mahoney play in the Super Bowl
No.
We
again?
can't. Well, I guess.
No, we could.
Listen,
couldn't
if
we?
you and Tito flip flop, then I think maybe there's two paths.
Okay,
but I don't-
yeah. The only way is I would have to win.
The division.
I would have to win the division, and you get in the wild card.
Yeah, but I don't know what that does to. I need Tito to beat some of these people, so I don't know
Right.
that this can work.
In a world of infinite possibilities, anything can happen, you guys.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe. But what's going to happen is I'm going to the playoffs, and Vetter's going to lose out.
Well, we have a
The
whole
season's been
podcast
so
for this
wild,
now,
man.
so check it out.
you should
Check us
all
out.
tune in.
Yeah, Thursday night,
happened-
9 p.m.
Later in the week, we'll tell you what day. Don't get off our backs.
Yeah, it's going to be a day. It's going to be this week.
Yeah. You're not doing anything any night. What do you care what night it is?
Lee,
shit, right.
Lee, you missed it. I kind of part of the appeal to doing the Pop Fantasy Football podcast is it's finite. It's only a few months out of the year, and then I don't have to worry about it the rest of the year. And then Jose's like, "So what's up? We want to do fantasy basketball? We want to do a podcast?" And I'm like, "Yes."
I got such anxiety sweats from that. I was like, I don't know if I can learn basketball too, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not doing fantasy
Yeah.
basketball.
The problem
I was
with
like, I don't know anything at all. I know less about basketball than I knew about football.
Can I
That's what I'm
draft
saying.
Shaq?
If we come in mid-season, enough stats will be out there to where you can get an idea of who's who.
I know, but you know how I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna just casually play fantasy basketball. I'm gonna have a whole notebook about it and a map of the one path that gets me to the playoffs.
Yeah, we can't do this to him.
He's like, you've met me.
I can't just be like, oh, this guy seems like a good basketball player. He's got cool hair. I can't.
hey, that might work.
And if we play halfway through the season, what does that do to the trade deadline? Is there a trade deadline in fantasy basketball?
God.
I don't
Look
know.
what you're
Are
doing.
you guys
Look
going
what
to
you're doing.
try to cheat together? You guys tell me.
That was nice and Mary. Don't put that on me.
Oh, get that out of here.
Get
Get that out of here. Get that out of here. There was a lot of people sitting at that table.
Oh, please. There was 2 people sitting at that table, and it was probably just a bed.
Yeah.
Two people and someone on speakerphone saying, "Hey, you know what trade you guys should do?"
Oh my
If
god.
you are insinuating that I was the mastermind behind the Antonio Brown trade, that is ludicrous, and I absolutely was not.
Was
I mean, I'm
Mahoney
just-
playing fantasy football then?
I don't even
Yeah.
think I was. Was I? That might have been my first
I think it
year.
was his first
definitely
year.
did not coordinate
I don't
that
even know
trade.
if you were in the. I don't even know.
I
Were
don't
you
think
in the league?
Mahoney was even in the league then.
That's what
This
makes
is
it
an
a perfect
outrage.
crime.
Yeah, but that's
I am
even worse.
appalled.
That's even worse. He's not even in the league colluding. So what was your end game in this?
Listen, I will admit there was times when I wasn't in the league where I'm like, hey, Juan's quarterback got hurt. All of you should pick up a quarterback on waivers this week. I wasn't even in the league. So, sounds like something I would do, but I definitely didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, Lee, when I wasn't colluding with Nyes and Mary to keep Jose from winning fantasy football, I was watching TikToks.
TikTok, motherfucker!
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this
Is
week.
this Little John?
This is Little John. And Kelly, I'm glad you're excited because this is all for you, buddy.
Okay. Oh my god.
It's so
Oh, that was
funny.
good.
It's so
It's
funny.
your song.
We talked. Mary and I were talking about this song in the car, and she's like, "I don't know if I know that song." And I was like, "Well, if you've been listening to the show and you've been watching the TikToks, you know this song." She's like, "I don't know. I don't recognize that song." And I'm like, "Boom! Hold on, choppers on your ass. Dance."
That was tremendous. Thank you,
Wonderful.
Little John.
It's wonderful.
And then-
Little
and then Mary
John's
was
like,
oh, that song.
Yeah.
Little John sat down at his desk in his home office and was like, I need to record a TikTok of me singing the creepy pervert song.
It seems
I
like
gotta
he's
get it out there.
kind of mad about it.
Little bit. Like he's like
that's a
resentful.
diss track if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He's like, oh, okay, my songs don't go viral on here, but this stupid ass song does. I get it.
How is
He's
there?
mad.
Has there ever been a TikTok trend based around the song "Yeah" by Usher featuring Lil Jon?
Probably.
You know what? Yes, there has.
Good. There should be
has
more.
indeed.
It's a tremendous song.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. I didn't know that the kids would be the kids.
Well,
would be
wait, that's
down
our
with Usher
that's
and Lil
the
Jon.
that's the national anthem.
Yeah.
The national anthem.
That's the one I stand for at least.
I'll find you a couple videos, Kelly. You'll love it. I won't be able
Cool.
to play them on the show because of the music, of course.
Yeah,
Maybe we can watch them with no volume.
Ooh.
Perfect.
That sounds
we'll
like something
add the music
people would enjoy.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We all take instruments. Somebody can be Lil Jon.
Lee, you're ludicrous, okay? So rehearse. All right, Kelly, this next one's for you too.
Ooh.
It's Italians react to mozzarella versus a waffle maker.
Oh.
Mozzarella cheese.
What's going on here? A mozzarella in a waffle maker.
So they put a big old ball of mozzarella in a waffle maker.
Bro, this is all wrong here. This is
Oh no.
Was very upsetting for them.
Oh yeah.
The
I don't
mozzarella
like that.
cheese turned into like a spider web in the waffle
Yeah.
maker. It
That's
didn't
just
work
a
out very
mess
well
of
at
what
all.
that is.
And they
Yeah, you
were
don't
very Italian.
Yeah, they
waffle maker your fresh moots.
I
No.
was thinking that it was going to be, I thought it was going to come out like a cool grilled, like, mozzarella disc. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Nah, this
Too
is a
much-
fucking disaster.
Too much
Throw that
moisture.
waffle maker in the trash.
Domination.
They left that
Absolutely.
for someone else to clean up. Look at this fucking guy.
Yeah.
That looks like a trash barrel from the Yakuza game.
That guy's like, look at all this gabagool I just made.
Amazing.
That's an excellent callback, Jose.
Lee, how do you feel about horses?
God damn it!
I found you some quality horse TikTok, Lee.
I don't need horse talks.
You do.
No, you're going to
So
love
here's a bucket.
Yeah.
Here's a bucket on a string. Just hanging out on some sand.
Like you do.
They dump in a bunch of food. And here comes the horse with a girl on the back.
Jesus.
Throws her ass into a bucket of water and goes over to eat the food.
I love this one so
Oh, yeah,
much.
horse.
Take a bath.
Because as soon as they pour the grain into the bucket and they pan the camera up, you could hear her screaming.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fuck you! Oh my
Get
god!
the food.
And you have to assume that water is disgusting.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeeted that broad in there.
Threw her
Yeeted
right
her.
off.
That
That killed Superman. You got to be careful of that.
That had to be the softest landing, though, right?
Yeah,
Right.
I
Of all the
appreciate that he's
places.
like, this will probably be fine.
Yeah,
I'll
she's
tell you what.
That fence would have hurt a lot more than that bucket of water.
for real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that horse put way more thought into putting her down than I would have.
Now, Lee, how do you feel about that? Is it horrifying to you that the horse knew that by throwing the girl in the water it would hurt less, or does that relief? Like, is that a relief to you?
That's a very good question, actually. Or is it just like everything else, just a cosmic fucking accident?
I don't know. I mean, that horse veered off course to put that girl in that bucket of water.
Yeah,
It
that
was
horse.
almost like he shook her off.
That
Yeah.
horse knew exactly what it was doing.
Yeah,
Like they planned this.
and honestly, kind of terrifying.
This is some Planet of the Apes shit.
Yeah,
I mean, but also this could also be planned as well.
you think they planned to have the horse throw her into
Yeah,
the
but look
water?
how she jumps off. Yeah, but look, she almost jumps off into it.
Maybe.
Look, she doesn't really get bucked. She lifts her leg. She goes to get off,
It's true.
Could be.
and she lands
Could
in the
be.
water. So this could very well also be
The ninth
like-
take.
Oh dear.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, she's not
Yeah.
wet. I don't
Right
know,
after
man.
that throw.
She is now. Yeah, that's for sure.
Bitch.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to read DMs that women on TikTok get sent?
Oh, I don't think we do.
Oh, I bet we do.
Oh, I bet we
I'm
don't.
gonna read
I
more
bet
of my
we
creepy DMs. This guy wanted to know if I had a boyfriend. I said why. He said so that he could buy some used condoms that I have so that he can worship them. Which is totally
So that he
fine.
can
It's just
what?
like how many
Worship
condoms
Worship
does he
them.
think I have.
Oh, God.
Like, I don't know, try the waiting list. 11 out of 10. This guy offered to pay me just to text him back, so I did for a week.
Okay, pause for a minute,
He
Nice.
kept saying he was a graphic designer.
Okay, you guys. So first of all, the first dude wanted to buy her used condoms, and her response to that was, "How many used condoms do you think I have?" This guy is a graphic designer who paid her just to talk to him, and I honestly think it might be 3D Lucas.
All right.
This guy offered to pay me just to text him back, so I did for a week. And he kept saying he was a graphic designer and he was working on some project, and I just could not make myself care. It was just really clear why this guy had to pay someone to talk to him. But 2 nights ago, he told me he finished a project, so I'll show it to you guys. He made a cartoon of what he thinks my body would look like in 24 different poses. So this traumatized me, mostly because why don't I have hair? And look at this one. That's terrifying. How hard would it have been to add some, like, I don't know, lip gloss? 12 out of 10.
Oh, God.
Did you catch in the top right corner, Teenage Knives looking at his butthole?
He said, huh?
No,
Good thing to know.
I didn't
I'll
do that.
recognize you later.
I didn't do that on all
And then he
fours.
winked goodbye.
I had this. I wouldn't have been able to see it in the mirror if I was on all fours. I had to stand up,
Up
and do
on the
that.
counter.
Yeah,
Well, you had to have 2 mirrors, one in the front, one in the back. Infinite asshole.
yeah.
Infinite buttholes.
When I prepped this video, 3D Lucas was the first thing that came to mind. So I'm glad you mentioned that.
I think you might be onto something, Mahoney.
Right? So this is 24 different poses of this like this computer rendered person is nude, bald,
It's
and
just
white,
the generic,
like pale
it's like
white.
the generic body.
Yeah,
Like,
it
this
doesn't
is
even
nothing.
look like her.
No,
Well,
not
yeah,
at all.
It's
no,
just
it looks like
generic.
it looks like those art
Yeah.
models that
Like,
like
yeah,
you know what I mean
poser or
that you
something,
pose
yeah.
for the so you think she's got a burner phone for all these people she's texting who's
Oh,
paying her?
probably.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's not
Fucking hell.
texting. She's just getting messages on whatever app. You can
DMs,
sign
yeah.
up for
I
as
know,
many
well, I mean, she said
accounts
texting,
as you
so I
want.
don't know.
Well, yeah, but that's what they mean.
That's what the
Texting
kids
is
call it.
There is-
Yeah.
now.
there's no female to male version of this.
Mm-mm.
No.
Like I don't think it exists. Like I mean, if it does, I mean we're talking 1 in a million, and I think that's really pushing it.
Hey, I just
I
finished the project. Here's a picture of 25 different angles I think your dick could be in.
Exactly. Like it just doesn't
even
happen.
Even the lowest level of this, like please let me give you $100 and you can text me back. No woman's doing that. Like that is a straight up sad dude thing.
It's
No
really
woman
bizarre.
is calling a guy asking if he's got used condoms so I can hold on to him.
Not
Worship.
one.
The woman chick condom thing is poking the holes in it. That's their go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. All right.
I mean,
Fucking
not all.
hell.
Come on,
So,
come on.
Speaking
It's a joke.
speaking of creepy dudes,
I didn't
let's check
mention
out
they're
the
driving.
hotel room. Imagine you just finished a long day at a convention. You just get back to your hotel room.
Oh god.
You walk in. Pretty nice room. A little messy. Watching Shrek. Oh, there's a naked guy. Oh, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18! 18 naked men watching Shrek in a hotel room.
Oh no.
It seems like Kelly's kind of party. In fact, is that Kelly right there?
Yeah, is that Kelly in the front?
I mean, not if it's no. I'm not that hairless.
Kelly's like, no, we don't watch. We watch Ice Age.
Let me
We
see his
watch Shrek
butthole.
too.
I can tell if it's him or not.
1,
Give me that butthole.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
the poor brown
11,
guy
12,
looks like-
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Yep, 18.
I do
Yeah, that brown guy
appreciate.
answered the wrong Craigslist.
There's that one brown guy, but I think on the bed there's a couple. This guy looks somewhat brown, if not Asian.
There is, but
Yeah.
they all look like they knew what they were applying for.
Yeah. That
Cool.
one
One
guy,
guy
he
Show
looks
us
like
the
he
first
just showed up
person.
to deliver the pizza, and they were like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, come here, get in here.
You like Shrek?
Yeah, go back and show us the first person we see because
Yeah,
they
that-
look like a piece of furniture.
They look like
There.
a chair you'd be getting at Big Lots. I don't think it's a mistake that they're all alone over there.
Like, are we sure that isn't like a corpse? Are we sure that those aren't legs sewn to
Nope.
where the arms should be?
Nope. I'm not sure of anything with regards to this video.
Or those? Okay, what if those are legs sprawled out and then the head has been sewn to the asshole?
It kind of
my
looks
God.
like it. It kind of looks like the head and the legs. Like none of
Yeah.
it looks like it matches.
No.
It could be a patchwork Frankenstein type situation.
Yeah, the guy holding the camera is wearing the skin of everything under the blankets.
He has all the legs. It's a closet full of legs.
Absolutely unbelievable. All right, I have been excited to tell you about this, Lee, for almost a week now. This has been basically the only thing I've been able to think about for days.
Oh Christ.
Does straight TikTok know that the rest of TikTok is writing a musical about Ratatouille? Do they just have no idea? What do we do about that? Do we send a carrier pigeon?
Okay. Let me break this down for you. So first of all, you need to understand that TikTok, the algorithm in TikTok will kind of put you into a place where it thinks you belong.
Yeah.
And so on TikTok, there's straight TikTok, there's gay TikTok, there's all these different kinds of TikTok, and the algorithm places you where they think you belong. Now, I, until this point, was completely unaware that TikTok was writing a musical about Ratatouille. But Lee, let me tell you, they are writing a full-blown musical about Ratatouille.
Is
And
this
I
just a
brought
way for
you-
you to sneak more talks in?
I brought you some bonus TikToks about Ratatouille the musical. This is the choreography that they're putting together. right?
Okay.
Like they wrote a full-out song
and recorded it.
There's like dozens of songs. Like there are so many songs for this musical on TikTok.
I think that gay TikTok might be a bit of a stretch. I don't know. Definitely gay, but I don't know that this is specifically gay. This is just probably a lot.
All right.
Take a while to get for a lot of Caucasians.
You want to see what the playbill looks like?
Oh God.
Little stack of ratatouille there on a fork. Little chef's hat smoke. I mean, look at that! That's
pretty good.
That's beautiful.
That's fucking really good,
right? Like that's phenomenal. So there is an entire section of TikTok writing Ratatouille the musical, and they are doing a phenomenal job.
Mahoney, this actually speaks to me because I legitimately do love obvious, true talent used for really dumb shit.
Yeah.
So this does speak to me. You're right.
Right.
This does speak to me a little bit.
Isn't this great? I have been singing. I have been singing in my head Remy the Ratatouille, the rat of all my dreams, for 5 days now. Like, it's the only thing my mind can think of.
The playbill is amazing, and the song sounds like something that you would absolutely hear in a Disney Broadway musical.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's wild.
Remember that time I made you guys watch a musical?
Yep.
That was a good time.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to make you guys watch a musical when this is all done.
I
You're
think
gonna watch
they're gonna
this
get
whole thing.
They're gonna get shut down by Disney before that happens.
We're gonna watch it in 1 minute increments.
How can you get shut down by Disney when all they're doing is saying the word Ratatouille?
Wasn't there that one thing where people remade Shrek, but in like 15-second installments?
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah.
No, that absolutely happened.
Yeah. No, Disney will find a way to sue these people.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. Who are you gonna sue? TikTok? Trump already tried it.
I think Disney's more powerful than Trump.
We had a deal.
That's fair. So yeah, Ratatouille the musical coming soon.
That was something else, Mahoney.
Wild.
I'm so glad you liked it.
God damn. All right. I need to
cleanse.
You know what? Yeah, I need to cleanse a little bit. Like, I didn't expect to appreciate a talk like that. Well done.
I knew you'd like it.
I did. That speaks to me on a real level. I appreciate that. Very good. Okay. All right. I gotta recalibrate. What we got for class this week, guys?
All right. Well, based on our pop topic for tonight, I went all the way back to Popcast number 29 during the reboot era.
Whoa!
This is the reboot era, though. So it's from September 2013, and it is the episode directly after the Dexter series finale.
Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. Hope you guys got a drink handy. This is gonna get rough.
This is a little long one too, so strap in.
All right. Enjoy this. We'll be back in a little bit.
Enjoy the refreshing taste of an ice-cold Popcast classic. Oh, well, I mean, obviously, the big thing this weekend was we had a Dexter finale viewing party.
Ugh. Oh, you had people over for that? I'm
no,
sorry.
we went over to someone's house. We got together with Nate and Courtney and Lise and Travis, and me and Mary bought a key lime pie for dessert.
The crust was pretty sweet.
And we all just kind of held hands and let the awfulness overcome us.
Yeah, what was it like? I mean, like, who was the first one to break?
It was it was Courtney, wasn't it? Courtney just kind of goes, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah. I wasn't happy, but I don't know if I hate it.
I don't hate it either. Depending on who you ask, you'll get a different opinion on this season of Dexter. The Rodriguezes have been enjoying it. Most of us have been kind of cautiously not so optimistic about it. Others have hated this season. But I don't think the finale was much of a departure from the way the season was going.
Yeah, I thought the season itself was all right. Like, I didn't dislike it
was
overall,
decent.
but
It
it,
was not
certainly
four.
never felt like it was building up to the end.
No.
It felt, going into this last one, it felt like there needs to be 3 more episodes.
Right.
There's 3 more episodes worth of
That's
shit
fair. Yeah.
you need to tell, and we're not going to get it. You're going to end it right now.
I think I know what you're going to say about
When
where the tide turns.
They have Deb stroke out off screen.
Off screen. You see Deb, she's having a conversation with Dexter.
Totally cool. Like,
she's fine.
She fucking great makeup. She looks good. She's just laying in a bed. Like, she got a little fucking gunshot wound. Big fucking deal. How many times has Deb been shot on Dexter? And
yeah, when
she even said that, when they're in the ambulance, she was like, "I fucking hate getting shot," you know.
Yeah.
When they showed Quentin crying, I was like, no, come on.
They couldn't even
bullshit.
have her just die. They had to completely ruin her and ruin the character and have her go out like a punk, having a seizure off screen.
Here's my theory. So you found out that the executive producer who's behind 4 left.
Right,
so
right.
That means Dexter
behind
Michael C.
seasons
Hall
1 through 4, the executive producer left after
gains more control. They divorced. He says, I am going to fuck you over as much as possible throughout everything. I will break you. I will kill you.
I don't know if it's that
I
devious.
Know about that. I don't buy that.
That's a little unsavory.
I just hate that they put Deborah out like a bitch.
Yeah.
I hate that Hannah got away.
Yeah. Who the fuck says she even wanted to raise a kid on her own? That's kind of fucked up to throw in someone's lap.
Speaking of Hannah, Mary totally called it. Before we watched the episode, we said, all right, everybody predictions. And Mary jokingly said they're going to do a Dark Knight Rises ending. And it was fucking almost exactly like the end of Dark Knight Rises.
Rides off into the
fakes his fucking death, rides off into the ocean.
No way to escape. You ride into a storm and jump out your boat and say, I will swim back to shore, folks.
Rides into the ocean, fakes his death, and then it seemed like Hannah and Harrison were at the same fucking cafe that Alfred
fucking Branca
was drinking his Fernie Branca.
Fernie Branca Baba. What the fuck?
As big a cop out as Dexter dropping his sister into the water, which I didn't like because it put her on the same level as his victims.
Right.
Like I didn't like that. You know, one, and then as lame as
well, I mean, she was one of his
hurricane,
victims. She was,
but not directly.
No,
like,
yes, he fucking unplugged her
like,
ass.
Now,
oh yeah, true, right?
If he was going to ride out and
he
destroy
bad
the boat.
people in the fucking. He dumped bad people in the water. Yeah. You know, and Deb is not a bad person. You know.
Well, yeah, but Homeboy got to go off his boat.
Who?
Isaac.
Zach.
And Zach, yeah, Zach got to go for a swim.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you know, but as lame as Death by Hurricane is, fake Death by Hurricane is so much fucking worse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not to get too far away from him dropping Deb in the ocean, I thought the most ridiculous part was him carrying a body out from the hospital in a sheet, walking down a ramp and loading her in a boat. No problems. I know everyone was preoccupied with the storm, but get the fuck out of here with that.
And why dump her over? Just fucking ride out with her in the boat and say, let's go, bitch. Let's go.
Let's go,
we
dead
are
bitch.
riding out.
You know, Nicole thought he was going to just hug onto her and jump in the fucking water. When he rode out there, he goes, oh, shit, he's going to jump in the water with her. And then she just dumps her. And he fucking, you know, rides off into the sunset. Oh, wait, I mean hurricane. You know? And then he's fucking hanging out, cutting logs with Superman at the end.
And Wolverine, yep. In Canada, you know, working for Alpha Flight.
if you're
chopping down logs, I see
Go ahead.
where they're going with, Deb is a vegetable. Dexter realizes that, hey, yes, I am the cause of all this. I ruined Deb's life. I ruined my life. But Deb was the final straw to break him to the point where he wouldn't be able to live happily ever after. I see that. I get it. But I don't like the way they went about it.
Nah.
I wasn't at all happy with the ending. I didn't hate it, but
it
was
not what we want.
It was not the kind of closure that you wanted from that series.
We were hoping that Vogel was pulling a fucking emperor and having her son go against Dexter to see who is the best, and that didn't fucking happen. But they killed Darth Maul, so whatever.
Yeah,
but
then just so much.
And it would have been better if in the cabin they pull out and Harry's there, Deb's there, fucking everyone, Isaac, like every big name, Dokes, they're all there. So it's like he's stuck in this cabin in his own hell with the ghosts of everyone he's responsible for that that he didn't want to die around him. They weren't his victims. They were the ones that passed. And even have his brother there because he had to put down his only... he killed his whole family. Harry killed himself because of what he saw. His wife was murdered because of somebody he didn't kill.
Right.
He put his sister down. He killed his brother.
Yep.
He watched his mom die.
Yep.
Like nothing good comes out of that.
But the whole series has all been predicated upon, Dexter facing these sorts of challenges and facing this sort of hardship and this pain and always growing because of it. Like, no matter what, he always grows. Like, he always, learns and gets better. And, and this whole last season, I felt like if it had an overarching theme, it was one of exceeding expectations. Like Dexter surpassed everyone's expectations of him. Even the fucking super shrink Dr. Vogel, who knows everything about psychopaths, he turned out to be more than she ever thought he could be,
Yeah.
So then to have built up 8 years of him overcoming and growing
just to
fucking tuck tail and go out like a bitch at the end. I feel like flew in the face of everything they've built for 8 fucking years I've been watching this show.
Hey, but at least we
I hate
had
it so much.
At least we had the first 4 seasons. We'll always have season 4.
4 was some of the best TV ever.
If watching 8 seasons and 3 to 4 of those being garbage seasons meant that we got that one amazing season of television, then it was all worth it. None of us are happy the way that it ended, but that season 4 is worth having sat through all 8 seasons of this. I had the idea because this entire last season I've been bummed that because I thought it was going to come back to Vogel has been kind of following Dexter the entire time, and he was going to have to atone for all the people that he killed. I thought about rebooting Dexter to where the finale, the series finale, is he is on the ice truck killer's table, and his brother has been following him this entire time, watching him, seeing that he's killing, and then the ice truck killer knows it, and he's sitting in a room covered with all the pictures of all the people he's ever killed, and then his brother takes him out. Kind of readjust things a little bit to where the first season is Bay Harbor Butcher and Dokes. You still have Trinity in there. You still have some of the arcs, but you save that big reveal of the brother for the end.
Yeah,
But
I can see that.
nothing quenches your thirst quite like a Popcast classic. I gotta say, I've forgotten most of that. Like, that was
so angry.
7 years ago.
And every time it comes up, it's fresh. Oh yeah, that really sucked.
That partially made sure I was never going to watch that show.
That show was such a disappointment. The end.
Great
of it.
show. Great show.
Stop at 4.
Yeah. You really can't. You won't go wrong, Kelly, if you watch 1 through 4 and then just stop.
Yeah, because like the problem with that is that they wrote the end of the show and then just kept going.
And see, I even like 5. I even like 6.
I don't mind 5. I don't mind those. Those are okay. But if I was to suggest somebody, I'd be like, yeah, just stop at the end.
Right. 4. Plus, that means it's only like 50 episodes of TV. So.
Right. So yeah. So what are we doing this week, Jason Nyes?
We got a pop topic. Pop topic. So
in a while.
This was another Mel joint, and he suggested we pick one of our favorite TV shows that got canceled or ended and bringing it back because, like we just had with the Popcast Classic, Dexter is in the news because they're bringing it back, Fucking Fuller House, they brought back. Saved by the Bell, they're bringing back. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, they're bringing back. What else am I missing that they're bringing? They brought back Will and Grace.
Yeah.
See, they brought back Will and Grace, but they also brought back DuckTales.
Yeah, but DuckTales, I feel like that's different. Because that's a reboot. That's they brought back Ninja Turtles like 4 or 5 times.
That's true.
I'm talking more along the lines of you bringing back the same. You're continuing the same story, bringing back similar cast. Like they brought back Roseanne. We saw how that worked out.
Oh God, I forgot about that.
Now it's just Roseanne and Friends minus Roseanne.
Yeah, it's just the Connors.
Is it still the Connors?
Yeah.
Or is it just gone?
No,
It's the Connors.
It's still going.
It's still going.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Wow. I know they tried it, but I don't know. I didn't think it would have the staying power. Apparently, I was wrong.
You didn't think that a show featuring the supporting characters from Roseanne could last 4 years on its own? That's weird.
I goddamn sure didn't.
That's suspicious.
Wow. Okay.
That's suspicious.
Okay. All right. There you go. Stranger things has happened, I guess. Jesus.
Yeah, that's a show on Netflix.
Yeah. I want that to come back. That'd be great. Anytime now, Netflix. Anytime. It's done, right? I feel like it's done.
It's weird
Netflix?
because you would have
you
thought
can go
that
on there and watch stuff whenever you want.
Yeah. No.
It's all good to go.
No, like season 4, I think, is in the can. It has been for a
I
while.
thought you
I
meant
think.
the infrastructure of the website Netflix.
I said, no, Netflix is up and running. It's good to go.
Yeah, you're thinking of HBO Go that's only like partially finished, but out there.
Hey, even they got their shit together. HBO Go's no longer.
Who's
Yeah,
got
HBO
the
Go.
Firefly hat on? Let's go.
HBO Go morphed into HBO Max.
Now, Juan put his foot down and said that Firefly is disqualified.
Good, I agree.
Cool.
But also, fucking real bold move, Juan.
Yeah. Just so you know, Juan has no power here.
I recognize Juan's authority in this one thing.
All right, so I did not have a great deal of time to put into this, as you might be surprised to find out.
Lee, you could have just asked us to skip a week.
I thought about it, but then I didn't want to be no bitch. I'm gonna go out like Dexter, some fucking
that's right,
golden riding ass bitch. No,
he said, "Fuck that."
But the
4-hour show.
I told you it's almost midnight.
The one thing that did stand out immediately when the topic came up last week was the show that ran on 2 seasons on the CW of all places called Reaper. Reaper was a real good time. Reaper was a lot of fun, man. The premise of Reaper was the main character, Sam, is forced to work for the devil because when he was a kid, his parents sold his soul to the devil in exchange for something else. Exactly. And Ray Wise from RoboCop.
Bray Wyatt.
Ray Wise. He's the guy that...
That's the one time you've ever called him Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, why would you even recognize Bray
Because when he
Wyatt?
acts in movies, that's what he goes by when he's in movies. That's his movie.
of course, right, of course.
I'm trying
No,
to keep. They're separate people.
Okay,
Boots
I
is
see.
wrestling. Wrestling's real.
Yeah. No, Ray Weiss is the guy who tried to kick RoboCop in the nuts in RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
He's
of
got
Tony
pretty
Boddicer's
eyes.
boys. Yeah. So he played the devil, and he was excellent. And so the crux of the show was, he's going to try to work off his debt to the devil by basically hunting down escaped souls from hell, whatever. Very freak of the week. It's a concept that is tried and true. It works. It had an excellent cast, man. That's where I first saw Tyler Labine, who went on to do a whole bunch of shit. He was doing he's in Tucker and Dale versus Evil with Alan Tudyk. He's excellent. Very, very good show. I thought it was a lot of fun. I just don't know. It just didn't work out for whatever reason. I remember when they canceled it, there was talk that it would still come back because the CW had. Maybe that's why it was. Yeah, they had sold off CW wasn't doing original programming on Sundays at the time. So that and a couple other shows got canceled, and they were going to basically sort of try to syndicate it, I guess, on CW affiliates, and it didn't work out. But it was a really cool show. Michael Ian Black and Dan Marino Ken Marino rather played
Dan Marino.
Ken
Justin
Marino
was in there?
played a couple of demons that lived in the apartment building with them, and they were it was great. It was a very fun show. I liked it a lot, and I don't know if it's still streaming. It was on Netflix for a while, and I would highly recommend it. Yeah, because he has to capture the escaped souls using just some random ass cursed object that the devil gives him. So he opens the box and it's a cigarette lighter with no context on how the cigarette lighter is going to be useful in this situation. Just that's what the devil gives him to use because he's an asshole. It's very good. It's a fun show.
Yeah, and didn't Kevin Smith have something to do with that?
I think he directed the pilot.
Yeah, that's
I want to say he directed some of it.
Yeah, I think he directed the pilot. Yeah, it was a good show. It was a lot of fun. It had a really good cast. Yeah. Missy Peregrine is in it. She's excellent in that show. It's all really, really, really good show. But more than anything, it's just, it was worth it to see Ray Weiss's Devil. He was really, really good. Very good. So yeah, bring back Reaper from 2007. It's been a hot minute, but I'm still holding a torch for the Reaper. It's good times.
It was a good show. I remember that show.
Yeah, it was fun.
So, do you have a pitch for how to bring it back?
No, just do not.
Just do it.
That's the concept again, because it's so easy. You can just reboot that shit. Reboot it, but bring Ray Weiss back as the devil. There's your show. Because you can do that with any, whatever the new fucking, pretty white kids are. You can put them in the fucking show. But that's what they do with these shows. It's the CW. They'll be pretty white kids. Bring some new batch of them in. Get a husky fella to be the comic relief friend, but bring back Ray Weiss as the devil. Gotta be.
Fuck it, just make it next season of Archie.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I was
Holy
like,
shit, that'd be amazing.
This sounds like
Imagine
an
if-
Archie spinoff to me.
Ray Weiss just shows up and is like, Jughead, your dad sold your soul to me.
You know what? It would really work in that show.
Yeah.
I would watch that in a fucking heartbeat.
Well, and it's CW, so they could make it all the same universe.
They may as well. I wouldn't be surprised if fucking Supergirl shows up on the next season. Good stuff.
She's gonna need somewhere to go.
Oh. What got in the Discord, Kelly? What's up?
We got Juan.
What's up, Juan? He's all like, Firefly! You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he banned it so that he could do it. He could.
They want to take it.
No, Juan wants to do V, the original 1980s series.
All right.
The show ended on a cliffhanger. The alien-human hybrid Elizabeth was on her way to see the Visitor's leader to begin peace talks. Her boyfriend had snuck on board the ship. There is also a bomb on the ship. How would I bring it back?
That sounds like a lot.
I would set it up in the modern era. Earth as we know it is entirely taken over by an alien race we have never seen before. A small resistance unit of humans finds signs of the original invasion we know of, and the new series would be this resistance group not only trying to figure out what had happened with the original aliens, but also fighting to survive themselves against this new threat that they have been under.
Didn't they do V again?
They
They
did.
Am I making that up? Okay.
They did do a
They
reboot
had,
of V.
a Baccarat. What's her name?
Yeah. Monica Baccarin, something like that. Yeah.
Baccarin.
A fucking gabagoo.
Well, Kelly, you actually you skipped Rob, who says,
Did I?
Just 3 words, the Venture Brothers. And I said, not to give away all the good content for free, but that was a mercy killing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Some real Terry Schiavo shit.
Man, I would love to see them get there last season. Because,
yes, I get it. They were working on their last season, but also I get that Cartoon Network's like, hey, we've been paying these guys for fucking 15 years.
We've been real patient. Like time to deliver.
I didn't click on it, but it was a Bleeding Cool article, so of course I wasn't going to click on it. That suggested somebody at HBO Max was trying to get that last season. So I'm sure it'll show up somewhere.
Yeah, that would be cool. Why not? Yeah.
Well, they're gonna let Zack Snyder shoot some extra shit before.
Holy shit! Did you guys see that image of the new and improved Steppenwolf today on Twitter?
We all saw it.
So bad.
I actually did not.
Oh, I'm so excited, you guys.
Hold on.
I cannot wait.
Garbage.
Oh, man. Oh, fella.
Make a Fiend movie, Zack Snyder.
Here we go. Here he goes. Here he is.
Oh, God, why?
It looks.
What's the point?
It looks like a joke.
What's the point?
It
like,
looks.
What's the point of?
I get it.
There was nothing
Jose,
wrong.
Get your joke. He's all spiky. What's the point?
Like the problem wasn't what he looked like; it's what he did.
No, I mean part of the problem was what he looked like, but then they like doubled down on it.
Yeah, that was one of the hardest I'd pop in the theater for a while when he fucking stepped out of that cloud. And I'm like, holy fuck, that's what he looks like. But that means that they're gonna fucking still have Steppenwolf in there, but then also they're doing Darkseid.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
well, Darkseid was always meant to be in there, from what he's saying. That's what he's been saying this whole time. Darkseid was in my movie.
I think this is going to be just horrendous, but I am so excited to see it.
And like they released a new trailer today that's all in black and white, and it's like, what? Are you serious?
Oh, I didn't watch that. There's no fucking way.
No, I wasn't watching that either. But
this is black and white because we haven't decided what color everything's gonna be yet.
I saw that they did that, and I thought that was a joke. Like, I didn't watch the trailer either, but I thought that person was just joking.
Don't
forget,
forget,
why are the fans emotional about Cyborg?
Because he's emotional, and there's kids outside playing football, and he doesn't get to play.
Oh, that's sad.
Fucking.
I thought it was just he was sad because like Joss Whedon was mean to him or fucking something.
He's like, they printed my hoodie wrong, and I'm sad about it.
Told him I wanted red. They made me gray.
Fucking Zack Snyder is so obsessed with desaturated color. He's like, how can we get more desaturated? And he just took the slider and he's like, all the way down,
all the way to the
he's
left.
Like, huh? That's interesting. Has anyone ever tried this before?
Ridiculous.
I don't want to watch this.
You're gonna.
Too bad. Tape your eyes open.
That is just gonna be the show for like 4 weeks. That's all we're gonna do. We're gonna watch that shit every week. Yeah, make peace with your gods now, Kelly.
Oh,
that's what we're doing. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so bad. I can't wait. Although I gotta tell you, I am more excited about that Justice League than I was the real one.
For sure.
Yeah,
this is gonna be a fucking mess. I can't wait to see this one.
Like, I mean, Justice League is definitely, weird. But
Justice League is okay.
It's not awful. Yeah,
No.
like, I have parts of Justice League I really enjoyed. I don't think Steppenwolf was, like, who I would have gone with as my flagship villain.
Well,
but,
Darkseid.
Whatever. Yeah.
You know what I've realized I've actually enjoyed about the whole pandemic?
Yeah.
What's that?
There's
Yeah,
no
tell me
superhero-
your one fun fact.
There's no superhero movies. There's no movies that everyone's insisting are amazing.
I'll tell you what.
I miss superhero movies so goddamn much.
Yeah, I am the complete opposite of you, Kelly.
Yeah, but don't you like? Obviously, you're talking about like at work, right?
Yeah, I mean, just everywhere, just like being on the internet and at work and.
Yeah, but don't you get that from like The Boys or Mandalorian or something like that?
Oh God, no.
No.
No. No one has ever talked to me about The Boys at work.
That's shocking.
Mandalorian was like the first week, and after that, fucking no one mentions it.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's bizarre.
The
I don't
Boys
get
is
that
real
at all. Did you not watch The Boys, Kelly?
Nah, I still haven't seen it.
Okay, so you didn't even get my not Stormfront on my my wrestling drawing.
No.
What you got, Nice?
All right. This one actually showed up in someone else's pick, but I'm gonna do it anyhow.
That's why you get to go first.
Yeah. Where's my thing? There it is. All right. I'm gonna go with Last Man on Earth.
Oh, that's a good one.
Really love that show. Jose, you have you finished it or are you still watching it?
I think she finished it. That was one of those ones she started kind of without me, and I kind of jumped in.
Ah, man, that's a real good one.
So the basis for those that don't know, Last Man on Earth, it's a Will Forte. You know, the basis of the show is that a virus kills off humanity in late 2020. So, kind of apropos for our times. I remember
a little too real.
Yeah, I remember there was one bit where they were showing a flashback and they were showing the funeral of 46th President Mike Pence.
Oh.
So it's like, how did that?
But then they were like, and then they cut it again. It was like, and this is the funeral for the 51st president, Betsy DeVos. They just went through the whole cabinet. They just kept dying.
Yeah. But it ended on a cliffhanger at the end of season 4 with a group of people emerging from a bunker, and then you never get to find out who those people are. The plan was for the main characters to, you know, they've survived, but apparently they're carriers of the virus, and they accidentally infect these bunker people who have not built up any antibodies while they've been living underground this entire time. Oh, no. So I will go with that. Since that was the plan, I'll go with that up until the mid-season break. So they, like, kill off all the bunker people. And then after the mid-season break, I would do a time jump. I'd jump forward in time. They're starting to find more survivors. They're rebuilding society, forming relationships, rebuilding a government. And then you jump forward, and because they're options, Tandy is elected as president. And in his first State of the Union address since the virus, he's giving a rousing speech about the endurance of the human spirit, some real Bill Pullman and Independence Day type shit. And at the end of the episode, he ends the speech with this comically overdrawn and dramatic sneeze. And everybody just kind of freezes. And he just... You end the series with, oh, farts.
Oh, farts. Oh, farts. Nah, I would watch that. That's a really good show. And that was a weird one to cancel, because you look at it and you're like, it must have cost like $12 to make it. There was nothing there. Like, it's so weird. Fucking Fox.
It was Fox, man. It was... Because that was... They canceled Last Man on Earth. They canceled The Mick. And they got rid of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The Mick wasn't that bad.
I love The Mick. That was a fucking block of programming right there. The Last Man on Earth and The Mick on Sunday nights was fantastic. And then
real funny.
They canceled both of those and canceled Brooklyn Nine-Nine so that they could have Tim Allen show up and Google in Karl Marx on Wikipedia.
Jesus Christ. Ridiculous. I think you're right.
I'm 100% right. They bought that Tim Allen show, Last Man on Earth, and brought that over to Fox, and it just had to cut the costs everywhere else because I think Tim Allen just makes so much goddamn money.
Yeah, I just put that together right now. That's exactly what the fuck happened.
You're welcome.
Damn. Fucking Tim Allen. All right, on to the Discord. We got Shark who comes in.
Jose's going to like this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Quantum Leap. So there are some screenshots of footage and a possible Leaper script indicating AI would become a leader, or maybe Al would become a leader to find Sam. Al. So fast forward in time, say 10 years from the original show's premise. They realize now that you're able to leap home, and anyone who volunteers to right what once was wrong is basically sacrificing themselves to the greater good. Sam and Al are seen in either a side character, since they're out of leaping, it's just their body inhabited by whoever they leaped into, or guest appearances. But the new show follows a new leaper chasing down a bad leaper. So while Sam and Al are on their own adventures, this allows new audiences to dig in a new lead with a new story. So a mixture of Time Cop and Quantum Leap. That's fucking cool. That's pretty dope.
Hold on, let me make sure this is the correct video. Yes, it is.
Oh, I hope it's what I think it is. Oh, it's what I think it is.
I'm retarded?
Wait for it.
Oh God.
He's like,
What?
oh no.
And now here's the thing. I think I may have seen every episode of Quantum Leap. He becomes that guy again. Like he double dipped on that guy like at a later season.
Like a Hodor situation.
Yeah, so he leads back into him and goes, "Oh no, I'm Jimmy again." Jimmy again.
Yeah. Oh fart.
Fucking love Quantum Leap, you guys.
I've never seen an episode of Quantum Leap.
Quantum Leap was one of those where the whole family got around and watched it.
That really surprised me, Mahoney, because it seems like the kind of thing your whole family would gather around to watch.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't seen Quantum Leap.
Yeah, because it's wholesome.
Although there was the one where he leapt into Dr. Ruth, and that was a little spicy when he became Dr. Ruth for a minute.
We didn't really watch TV like together. Like, I watched a lot of TV, but like alone.
In secret.
Keeping it down. That's what you got, Mahoney.
All right. So I didn't do
your TV habits.
I didn't go too wild, but like here's my strong position on this. There should never not be a G.I. Joe cartoon.
Good point.
Okay.
There are certain cartoons, G.I. Joe, Transformers, probably Pokemon at this point. Like, there are certain cartoons that should just always be around in some form. Ninja Turtles, like...
I believe it.
You know, just from a toy merchandising perspective, like, they should always exist. And it kind of baffles my mind that they just gave up on, like, nah, we don't need to do anything with that property we have of like cool superhero type army guys with vehicles. Like, why is that not a show on TV right now where there is a line of toys in every Target? It doesn't make any sense.
And I love that G.I. Joe Renegades.
Yeah, that was a cool show.
Maybe it's just like the war fatigue, man. Maybe there's just too many real wars happening at the time.
Maybe.
You know, like,
Yeah, but like
no more cartoon wars.
You don't have to make it war fatigue G.I. Joe. Like, you can make it like Transformers Rescue Bots, for example, is about the Transformers like living in a small town, helping that small town, right? Like, I'm not saying you got to do like Army Commando G.I. Joe where they're off in like Vietnam, like, but there needs to be some sort of G.I. Joe cartoon. Tone it down as much as you want, where you can be like, they fight Cobra Commander and Destro, and they fly around in these cool planes, and the planes are $25. Like,
no, you're right. You're right, because the villain in Rescue Bots most of the time is the weather.
Yeah, you know.
Well,
it's fine.
The Snake Eyes movie was supposed to come out this year, so a Snake Eyes animated series would make a lot of sense. And you can bring in guest stars of like classic G.I. Joe characters or villains every so often.
Yeah.
I don't know why or in what context, but I saw a fucking Hiss tank at the store the other day. Like, brand new Hiss tank.
Yeah.
But the 3 3/4 scale.
Yeah, well, that's the what do they call that? Is it the G.I. Joe vintage line or something like that? Because they're basically doing like what they did with the 25th anniversary, where they're releasing the 3 3/4, but with the new articulation and face scans and shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't get as much promotion as the Classified series did.
I had no idea. And I was at Toy Fair.
Right?
It was nuts. Solid pick, Mahoney. I co-sign everything you just fucking said. Man's making sense over here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What's on Discord, Nice?
Discord. I do believe we got Vetter. He says, I've been lucky enough to have a few of my favorite shows already be remade in DuckTales, which Lee mentioned earlier, and Twilight Zone, which was a Jordan Peele joint. And Shark took my pick of Quantum Leap, so I'm going to go with Tales from the Crypt. HBO could use more streaming content. A rotating cast and star appearances will always keep it fresh, and there's no shortage of pre-existing stories or new writers to keep it going. Yeah, that's brilliant. Super easy, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, why we're not watching that right now? And more importantly, why can I not watch the old Tales from the Crypt right now? Like, it's fucking nowhere.
It's weird, man.
You know where I bet it is? Tubi.
It's on HBO Go, but they got rid of it.
I think the animated series is on Tubi.
I bet.
Oh, Tales from the Crypt Keeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, man, because like in the 80s and 90s, no one had any idea streaming was going to be a thing. So, you just wrote your contracts and your licensing for, TV and home video. And that's why we're just having so much trouble with things not showing up in streamings, because they just didn't plan ahead.
I feel like when it's something like HBO, when it's like, yeah, you know who owns this show forever? HBO.
Right. You would think.
The rights ran out, Marvel bought it.
Tales from the Crypt Keeper is, in fact, on Tubi, but Tales from the Crypt is not.
Right.
But you can watch The Dentist, too.
Oh, whoa. We haven't even watched
Not gonna be your dentist.
That's one of the songs from the Ratatouille musical. Remember the scene in Ratatouille when the dad wants him to be a dentist, but he wants to be a chef?
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
No, that's Rudolph.
No, you're thinking of Ratatouille.
No, he had a red nose on that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, next up, we got Zero in the Discord, and I agree with this one very much. It says, I was originally going to say Invader Zim, but then Kat said that was her pick. Not sure if he's going to write anything, so I'm going to go with Transformers Animated. Transformers Animated is easily one of the best Transformers cartoons, and while the show had a pretty decent closing at the end of the third season, there was so much more planned for season 4. Optimus was going to get a Power Master style upgrade, the Constructicons make a Devastator, Bludgeon was going to be in it, Megatron gets a Triple Changer upgrade, there was going to be a Shatterglass episode where Sari and Bulkhead go into an alternate universe. They also had a Gremlins homage planned where Minicons take out all the machines in Detroit. There were even toy designs and everything planned out. And it just kind of throws a little bit of the Derek Wyatt promo art for Transformers Season 4. And man, yeah, he's right. Because there was some really cool shit planned for that show. And that's a great show. And again, there should be Transformers on everywhere, but there is a Transformers show on now. I believe you can watch Transformers Animated on Tubi. Speaking of. And that is a really good show. And there was some really cool stuff they could have done with the new season. So I agree. What you got, Jose?
Mine got snanked two ago. I was gonna go Tales from the Crypt.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, I loved watching that show going up. Like that's one that like the one that the family kind of watched together every now and then.
Yeah, we watched a lot too. Yeah.
I fucking loved that show. So I was thinking the same thing.
Quality family time over there.
You bring back the Crypt Keeper, and it's just insert guest star, guest story, guest director.
Yep.
And it's just endless possibilities. There's nothing to follow except for the Crypt Keeper opens and closes the show and introduces each different skit. But that's all it is. It's easy.
Remember how excited you were when they did that cartoon episode?
The Bobcat Goldthwait ones, I think he was like a ventriloquist or something.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. Yeah, but he was also the voice of the Big Bad Wolf in the animated Three Little Pig one they did.
Oh, I love Tales from the Crypt.
For something like that, I think it would be cool if they lean on the nostalgia of it and keep it in 4:3 and give it like the bad VHS effect every so often. You know,
that'd be pretty cool.
Keep the same intro, but then like shoot it. You know, have new guest stars and stuff like that, but make it look like it was made in the early 90s.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like you're watching dusted off Lost Tales from the Crypt episodes or something.
Yeah, Tales from the Crypt. Deep
Tales
in the
from
crypt.
Crypt's vault.
Yeah.
Deeper in
And
his
one
crypt.
episode is and one episode is just the entire cast of Riverdale.
That would be great.
It would, man. That'd be fucking awesome.
It makes me
like if you had an anthology series of that kind and every episode was the cast of a different show.
Yes.
Like in that series, that would be brilliant.
Fuck yeah, man. That'd be awesome.
Like current shows and canceled shows. Like
yeah, just shows.
Bring the cast of Last Man on Earth and put them into here and like, you know, completely new characters, like nothing to do with anything. But
Hell
you're
yeah.
just like, wait a minute.
like American Horror Story, but you're pulling casts from completely different shows.
Exactly.
And for one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One episode. Yeah. That'd be great.
Man, I love, more so than the TV series, I love Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight. That might be like top 10 horror movies for me of all time.
No, Demon Knight is fucking awesome.
Bordello of Blood, not so much, but Demon Knight
No.
is real good.
Yeah. Bordello Blood's forgettable. But fucking Billy Zane, man, in Demon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Billy Zane, and that's the first time I ever saw somebody with jumper cables on their nipples.
Goddamn lol.
Fucking lol. Lol getting his freak on. It's awesome. All right, who's next on Discord, Kelly?
We got time to reload the app.
Kristen.
We got an essay from Kristen.
Oh my god, Kristen wrote so much. She was so excited.
She says Mindhunter is her pick. Mindhunter is about the early days of FBI profiling serial killers. Season 1 was set in the 70s.
No, it got canceled.
Oh, I honestly thought it was still on.
Just like every Netflix show.
Your assumption is more logical than what my assumption was. I, for some reason, thought the series was a game show. I don't know why, but here we are. Season 1 is set in the 70s with them interviewing imprisoned killers. Season 2 was 80 and 81 and focused on the Atlanta child killings. The early days of the BTK killer were shown in both seasons. Hey, do you guys know the BTK stands for Bind, Torture, Kill?
Yeah.
Sure didn't.
I did.
Correct. Sir.
Did you know that the
my first serial murder?
Did you know that the BBD killer stands for Belle Biv DeVoe?
Oh.
Did you guys know the DVD killer stands for double vaginal and double anal?
Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
At the same time.
That definitely sounds like it'd kill you.
Yeah.
Splits me open like a Thanksgiving turkey.
That's a
There
lot.
you go.
That's a deep cut joke. I'm glad you got that one, Nice.
All right, let's go through Kristen.
Sometimes they're just for us.
Season 3 would be set in the later 80s with a focus on the Green River Killer. Holden would interview Ted Bundy and John Wayne Gacy. Ed Kemper could return again to test Holden's struggle and progress with the anxiety attacks. BTK killings begin. His appearance in the show becomes much more frequent. Trench would be focused on other areas of the now growing behavioral science department, occasionally conferring with Holden about BTK. We'd see him working on rebuilding his life after his wife and child left in season 2. Wendy would be outed while working on the Green River Killer profile. She would be fired from the FBI and spiral. Holden reaches out. The Violent Criminal Apprehension Program is created.
When you read Wendy, I thought you were going to be like, Wendy? My girl Wendy?
It's a party every morning.
It's a party every morning, you guys. Season 4, also a party. It would be set in the late 90s into the early 2000s. Technology and DNA would be featured this season in Tracking Criminals. Holden catches the Green River Killer early in the season. It's shown his life with the FBI has strained his personal life. After the Green River Killer, BTK is the main focus. While mostly dominant for the 90s, he begins taunting the community and FBI with letters and dolls. Trench is now retired but keeps in touch about BTK. He's rebuilt his life and does consultation work. Wendy, whilst partying, struggles to find new teaching opportunities. She still speaks with Holden, and her insight helps trap BTK. The season would conclude in 2005 with the Behavioral Science Department now in full swing and Holden arresting BTK. Holden now unsure of what will occupy his life. I got real specific, sorry.
No, I fucking love it.
Now, what does the BTS killer, what does BTS stand for?
It's the behind the scenes killer.
Yeah.
Is that really what BTS stands for?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, that's what I thought it stood for, but I assume...
Big time swing.
Really?
Yeah, and he only killed people with baseball bats.
Stop giving me answers!
He dressed up as Jose Canseco.
No, it's good that she talks about technology and DNA in her hypothetical season 4. And man, I listened to a couple of true crime podcasts, and I can't imagine how much fucking hard it was to solve crimes back in the day. Like the one that I just read, they were like, yeah, they didn't have any evidence to go on except for all the semen this guy left behind, and they just couldn't do anything with it because it was the 70s.
Lee, it was actually super easy to solve crimes back in the 70s. You would walk outside and be like, "You black guy, you're under arrest. Look at all this semen you left over here."
And they'd go, "Oh man, again?"
Yeah.
All right, Ben on the Discord says, "Last Man on Earth on the full season. Does 5 or 6 episodes or a movie wrapping it up? Too good a show to end on a cliffhanger." Agreed.
Yeah, I thought about just a movie, but considering the cliffhanger, I didn't think a movie would do it.
No, Oh Farts is the perfect ending.
And there's so many characters and so many different thread lines. I would want to wrap all that stuff up. Man, I miss friggin' Todd.
Friggin' Todd. Only fat man in Apocalypse. Never trust a fat man in Apocalypse. Sorry, Todd. All right, so then real quick, after that, Juggalo John says, "I wanted to see Adventure Brothers and Metalocalypse, 2 shows Adult Swim cut short due to all those shitty live action things. However, really the one show in my heart I will want to see have continued is Pushing Daisies. The story of Lee Pace as Ned, a pie maker that can wake the dead with a touch, and the PI played by Chi McBride that uses his gifts to help solve the weekly murder case. The sweet, weird, funny, dark, romantic show was cut down too soon from the writer's strike." Holy shit, remember the writer's strike?
Yeah.
That fucked up everything back in the day.
Yep.
Jim Dale as the narrator was just the icing on the cake. The look, the writing, the characters, the effects, all made for one of the greatest shows ever made. I would just pick the show right back up where it left off with Chuck telling her family that she's alive, which they were lucky enough to be allowed to write this ending to the show after it got the axe. It covers a few trying up loose ends bits in it, so I would maybe turn those each into full episodes. I wouldn't know where to go after that because the writing on that show was so quick and so tight that it somehow took a few rewatches to get everything. And then he throws a link up there in the Discord for anyone who wanted to remember the ending, not for the show. So is that like a thing they just shot for YouTube or something?
No, he means don't put it on this show.
Oh, okay. Too many buttholes.
Like a butthole, please don't broadcast this.
God. I was weirdly thinking about this show earlier today, but it was purely because I remembered out of the blue, there is a scene where Kristen Chenoweth had to quickly run down a set of steps, and she held her tits so they wouldn't flop everywhere while she was doing it.
Saving yourself from a black eye.
Exactly.
That scene landed with you, Kelly?
It just popped into my head because I heard her talking while my mom was watching some cooking show or something, and I was like, I remember that time she ran down those steps real fast.
You're like, you know what? She had a practical reaction.
Yeah. That was the first time as like a child I was like, huh, you'd have to do that, huh?
Wild.
Yeah. I just want to let that one hang for a little while.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that.
I'm gonna let that one hang. All right. What you got, Kelly?
I got two.
All right.
First one is Blade the TV series because I remember it had a cliffhanger ending, but I don't remember what it was.
That's right.
Bring it back,
That's Blade.
That's pretty
Yeah.
impressive because I couldn't tell you literally anything about Blade the TV series.
You couldn't tell me who? Could you tell me who Blade was?
Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers Jones
I could tell you that Blade was Sticky Fingers, but that is it.
And if it's not played by Ed Sticky Fingers Jones, I don't want it.
Not my Blade.
Yeah. And then the other one is the Big Show Show. Because what other
Color
show
me
has
buckled.
such a perfectly cast lead? And
I love that you're still holding a torch for it.
Just gonna throw that away like it's some fucking Marco Polo bullshit.
I thought the Big Show show was coming back, but they call it the Go Big Show now.
No, it's a different show.
The Go Big Show show?
Yeah. No, there's only one show in that one. I
Wait,
wish
isn't-
the big. What?
Isn't the Big Show the one that they're no? Never mind. The Go Big Show. That's on
TNT.
That's the thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cody's on that one.
Yeah, that's the joke I was making.
Okay.
Cody's on that one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cody and Snoop Dogg.
What about Jim and Tim?
No.
No. What about The Face?
No, there was a conflict with The Face.
Jazz Hands.
Yeah, Jazz Hands? Little Carrot Top?
Little Carrot Top.
All right, Little Carrot Top. Mahoney.
Yeah.
What famous actor's son is Little Carrot Top in real life?
Kelly, obviously Little Carrot Top's father is Carrot Top.
I'll give you one
What kind
hint.
of a trick question is that?
Mahoney, I'll give you one hint that'll eliminate Carrot Top. His dad's dead.
Kelly, as far as I know, Carrot Top is dead.
True. That's the son of Luke Perry.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would Luke Perry's son go by Little Carrot Top?
So yeah, Kelly tweeted out this image of a bunch of AEW wrestlers by what artist?
Ben Mara. He does a lot of just weird indie comics, including Terror Assaulter Amwat, which I love but would never, ever, ever recommend anyone read.
It's real bad. And then Mahoney was like, I'm going to identify all of these people one moment. So we got, let me see here.
Oh, I missed this.
You sure did.
How did I miss this?
Come on now. Work with
boy.
me here. We got Little Carrot Top. We got Blondie, Dolly, The Face, Nips, Dwayne the Boulder Johnson, Fivehead.
Jackson.
Dwayne the Boulder Jackson, sorry. Fivehead, Cinco Head, Not Stormfront, Tim, Jim, Stripes, and Jazz Hands.
Honestly, I think they're all pretty dead on.
You did a good job. You at least knew
Nyla
that
Rose looks fucking rough.
you at least knew that Tim and Jim were a tag team.
And that was so clear.
Yeah.
Well,
I
he
assume
knew
Fivehead and Cinco Head
Stripes.
are also.
Yeah, Stripes and Jazz Hands too.
But what's funny is Jazz Hands is wearing stripes.
He's wearing him like a jacket.
Yeah, the other guy's made of stripes, so you know. It's fucking great. All right, what else we got? Is that it?
No,
Two more.
No, we got 2 more.
Yeah, we got.
I was like, "Fuck, are we done?" Okay.
Mary on Discord. She says,
I'll take that one, Nine.
I totally spaced on what day it was, but Juggalo John perfectly said what I was going to say. Pushing Daisies has continually been rumored to come back in some form. At one point, there was going to be a comic series that was canceled. Like Juggalo John, I want to see Pushing Daisies pick up right where it left off and continue with whatever storylines the writers were working on. They had so much planned out that we never got to see.
Yeah, people fucking love Pushing Daisies, huh?
I
It's
know.
a good show.
I know the chick from Pushing Daisies was in the Will Ferrell Land of the Lost movie, and she's very cute. So
It sounded at one point, Nice, like you called it Pushing Babies, which sounds like a show. Sounds like a show Kristen would push for.
Grand champion of Pushing Babies.
Just some like it's like Impractical Jokers, but they just walk around finding babies to knock over.
Jesus Christ! All right, Jose, can you take us all?
Look. Yeah, they just go around ruining First Step.
Yeah.
No. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Just no.
I appreciate the honesty.
Give me a
I
second.
can do it if you can't.
Give me a second. Who? Where is it at?
It's Eric Magnus.
It's Eric Magnus.
It's
Oh, it's not top 6. God damn it! It's a topic.
I thought he turned into an owl for a second.
Here we go. Pop topic. Shout out to Street Hawk. I'd like to see a mini series with Street Hawk, Airwolf, and Night. Fuck yeah, and Knight Rider. I was going to go with Happy Endings on ABC because I thought the show had another 2 or 3 seasons left, but I'm going to choose Daredevil season 4 and Luke Cage season 3. Can't decide between those two. No pitch, just bring the cast back. For Street Hawk, they'd have to change the fact that there is no way in hell he could do turbo boost going 309 miles per hour, making those sharp asses. For number 6, I have a suggestion. Top 6 group of friends you'd want to hang out with. For example, the group from the New Girls or Golden Girls. So
Pretty good idea, actually.
Group of friends from a TV show you want to hang out with.
And then also Vetter suggested something in this same thread. Your top 6, pick like your all-star SNL cast.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Oh, that would just be people from Mad TV.
Love it.
I want Stewart. I want Miss Swan. I want Aries Spears. I want Will Sasso.
You're burying the lead.
I am not at all surprised, Kelly, that you'd be like, no, fuck SNL.
Yeah, Mad TV rules.
Mad TV
That's
was
extremely
fine.
on brand, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, Will Sasso's Steven Seagal.
Yeah,
is still one of my all-time top like skits of life.
Kenny Rogers' Jackass is one of my favorites.
Yeah. That's good. Solid.
All right,
They're
so
like the Bad Boys.
Next week, because it is leading up to Thanksgiving, we got to do some sort of food topic, right? So
I feel like it's been a while, but also time has no meaning, so it might have been last week.
Right. So we've had this in our back pocket for a while, and it's a tweet from @JennyYangTV, and it was, you must choose one type of fries to eat forever. Which do you choose? And then she posted a image, and it's 12 different types of fries, and we got standard cut, shoestring, steak, wedge, crinkle, curly, waffle, Belgian, tornado, tater tots, cottage, and sweet potato. Obviously, you don't necessarily have to stick to this exact list. If you have a specific fry or fried potato that you prefer, choose that. But it's you get one for the rest of your life. If you want to make it specific, like specifically McDonald's standard cut French fries, go for it. Give us your reasoning.
What fucking maniac is choosing tornado?
Yeah, that's just too much work. I will also second this notion that if you pick shoestring, you're a fucking animal. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, get out of here. Shoestring fries those don't exist. Those don't count as fries.
Yeah,
In
I
proper
don't even.
society.
Nope, I've never been anywhere that's given me shoestring fries.
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake, kinda. Yeah.
Steak and Shake.
I've never been to a restaurant where it's like, hey, I want a tornado.
Well, the tornado is more like a county fair type thing.
Yeah, you see that, at the fair.
Yeah. Now, chicken
And maybe
tornado.
you just want the fair to be all the time.
Yeah. But man, I might have to get
So
some
are we
fries.
assuming that any restaurant you go to will cater to your needs?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's the world we
Then
live
fine,
in.
fuck it. I'm choosing the tornado because I want them to all have to make this nonsense food for me.
Quit burying the lead. Quit giving your answers before we even get to the episode. Jeez.
He's like, no, fuck that. I'm throwing down. It's done.
Kelly's like,
Oh,
what
you're not judging me.
other pop topics and top sixes do we got playing? I'm gonna give up my answers all right now.
Oh, you have to make whatever potato I say? Fine. My favorite French fry is a T-bone steak. Your move, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Make it.
I love it.
I signed this contract. And you are all legally bound to it.
And Ray Wise is like, yeah, he did sign the contract. Yeah, I got it right here.
Lee, are you going to be able to talk about potatoes? Is this going to be some kind of memory for you?
He's excited.
I've had nothing but potatoes for 2 days, so you know.
Oh yeah.
So wait, you moved. You've been eating nothing but for potatoes for 2 days, and you were like, sure, let's do a podcast.
Yeah. I had a couple of pickles just to fucking throw some shit out, you know.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, just to spice it up.
There's all your electrolytes.
Here's the thing. I'd kind of been planning to jump kick the system a little bit, but then the other day I was getting off of the toilet, and in the unpackingness, the scale was on the floor, and I'm like, let's check it out. And then I'm like, well, I'm done eating for a while.
Oh, no.
Lee, have you ever thought that we live in hell and it doesn't fucking matter how much you weigh?
Jesus Christ.
And you got to consider how much of that weight is just cock dangling between your legs. Give yourself a break.
There you go.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, chop that thing off, you'll lose 20 pounds.
Luckily, I do carry it well, but it's still fucking a lot. Like, no.
Okay. There was an Instagram article the other day that was like, scientists have discovered a hell planet. Like, with no punchline or anything. It was just like an actual news headline. And I was like, yeah, it's here. It's this.
Yeah.
Search.
Hold
we are
on.
the hell planet.
An Instagram article?
Well, like, people, listen, Instagram takes all content. So people write an article, then they take a screenshot of it, they put it up on their Instagrams.
No.
Yeah. No, they do.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instagram is just full of art and bikini photos.
No, pictures of articles, too.
You like butts?
We've been sending you... Mahoney, we've been sending you more butts, haven't we?
You sure have. Let me
See?
tell you, I don't think I understood just how many butts you guys were seeing on Instagram.
Well, it's funny because when you essentially gave your permission for me to send you butts,
let loose the dogs of war.
Yeah.
At that point, like, I'm scrolling through Instagram furiously, like, where are the butts? Where are the butts? I can't find. Like, how am I opening Instagram and there's no butts? So then, ever since then, whenever
That's never happened before.
Yeah, whenever a butt comes up, I'm like, oh, gotta send this to Mahoney. I will send it to Mahoney with the caption that says, "Heard you like butts," and then I'll send it to everyone else separately.
Love it. I will say, I don't know if he sends it to all of you. Nice has an awful lot of sexy cow content that comes through. And every time I'll be like, man, you got a lot of sexy cow content. And he's like, I don't like sexy cows. I don't know why. And I'm like, I don't know, man. You got a lot of sexy cow content.
No,
for somebody who
no.
doesn't like sexy cows.
It's a bit. The sexy cow content is a bit, but for some reason, it's a lane that these Instagram models, they all have a sexy cow costume. So whenever I see a sexy cow, everyone's got to see it.
Hey, Mahoney, did your phone just buzz?
I don't get notifications for Instagram.
No. That's a good call.
Did you send me a butt?
Sure did.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, that was fun. Next week doing the potato thing. I'm gonna probably have a much different attitude about it than I do right now.
Yeah.
So
I doubt it.
You prepare for that. It's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna be really emotional. Yeah. So let's talk comics. Get the fuck out of here, shall we?
Let's do it.
I'm quite keen on comic books, especially the ones about superheroes.
The man said he was keen on them. Keen, he said.
Oh, he's so keen.
Keen on them. He thinks they're swell. All kinds of good stuff. I'm trying to think if I read a comic book in the past week. I've been a little fucking busy. I don't know that I did. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Let's pull up the notes, the reference document, as it were. We'll see.
I'm sure if you did read comic books, they were all in alphabetical order too.
I do, in fact, read them on my iPad in alphabetical order because I'm a fucking psychopath. Yes,
That's maniac stuff right there.
Yeah.
In alphabetical order?
Yep.
You put that in order from I'm most excited to least excited.
I'll
See,
sometimes
I go least excited to most excited.
Oh no, that's just punishing yourself. That's because
it's
you're mad.
alphabetical. It's alphabetical unless there is one that I'm really excited about, in which case I'll save it for the end.
Oh my gosh, what kind of traumas are you working through?
I mean, fucking a lot. Like, I've seen some shit, son.
You gotta suffer through all the comics you know you won't like till you can get to the one you will like?
Well, I don't read shit I know I'm not gonna like.
Oh yes, you do. Yes,
no, I'm
you
over that
do.
shit. No, I'm over that phase of my life. I don't do that shit no more.
All right.
No time for that at all.
Tell me about the latest issue of Three Jokers.
Thankfully, there aren't any more.
You got me. God damn it. But you know what? Three Jokers came up for early too, because it's Batman. That shit starts with a B, son.
Oh,
that's early in the rotation. Yeah, I got fucking nothing for last week. See, I read for the prior week. I read that Deadpool, Mighty Morphin was good. Firepower is still great. But I didn't read a goddamn thing for last week. Not a single one.
All right, well, it's time for your X of Swords update.
Let's have it.
The tournament has started, but before then, there was the dinner party where last week we left off. Wolverine was trying to kill Saturnine so they could call off this whole tournament. Turned
Wolverine and Saturnine?
Yeah.
You
know, blonde lady that lives in Otherworld, hangs out with Captain Britain.
No, I don't know.
You don't know about Captain Britain?
I know about Captain Britain.
You
I don't
seem
know
like you know a
Saturnine.
lot about Captain Britain.
I know a surprising amount about Captain Britain.
Yeah.
Britain and
I would have bet money that you had like deep knowledge of Captain
General
Britain
Indonesia.
General Indonesia.
But so the first issue, this issue of Marauders starts off with everything fucked real bad because Wolverine fucked up by killing her, and the everyone from Arakko came over and just killed everyone. Just fucking killed all the X-Men, killed all the other superheroes, laid waste to the earth, and took it as their own. And then Saturnine was like, see, that's what happens when you fuck around and try and kill me.
Oh.
And then put Wolverine back in his place and let the dinner party go back on. So then the actual tournament started up, and not all of the contests are fighting. They're kind of just at the whims of whoever is overseeing that certain contest. Magic lost an arm wrestling match against that giant crocodile man with the mech suit arms.
Amazing.
Wolverine and Storm had a drinking contest. Yes, they're two members of the same team against each other, but that was just because the Otherworld people wanted the X-Men to have one win because they had been getting dominated. Right now, Arakko is beating...
This just sounds silly.
Yeah. Arakko is beating Krakoa 4-2, as we left off now. Wolverine won a fight, but it technically scored a point for Arakko because a dude there subbed Wolverine in because Wolverine owed him for getting him his sword.
You got my sword there, bub.
Yeah, when they went to hell and had the Swordmaster make them their own new Muramasa blades, and the dude is like, "Hey, if I let you have this sword, you're gonna have to pay me back later. And Wolverine's like, all right, bub. Turned out he paid him back later. Had to fight a lady, chopped off her hand.
Oof. Which one, right or left?
I think right.
That's so inconvenient.
Yeah. One of my favorite characters from Araco is Iska the Unbeaten, and her mutant power is that she can't lose.
Oh.
So
what was that first name?
Iska.
Iska.
That sounds like a handy power to have in a tournament environment.
Yeah, so in the dinner party, it was Cable and Magic just challenging her to random things to see if they could beat her. Like, oh, you can stack these drinks. Let's see who can do it faster. Guess which number I'm thinking of. She won every time.
What a weird power. I like it.
Yeah.
I'll take that power.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then I'll
Exosword
apply it
continues
to
to
our
be very
fantasy
fun.
football season.
There you go.
I need these 24 things to go exactly right. Where's my mutant power at?
And they would
Can
go.
I get that power like soon?
They would go exactly right. Oh, and then Iron Man is really good right now. It's written by the dude that does the Doctor Doom book that's coming out. Right now, Iron Man's having a real crisis because he realizes people don't like him.
Oh.
He's just trying to help him.
Let me tell you, that's always a hard day.
One point, he goes to a school and is like, "Hey, kids," and then the teachers come out and yell at him because he disrupted their day because they have struck.
Why don't they like him now?
Because he's a dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it checks out.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you think Iron Man's a dick if he was in the real world?
Like Bill Gates came like strutting into your house, or like Elon Musk was just like, "What's up, Lee?" You'd just be like, "Okay, get out."
I don't know, but if he'd saved the world a bunch of times, I'd probably give him some slack.
Yeah, but what happens if
my
you
day.
tell him what's up and you do something with him? If I saw Iron Man come, I'd be like, all right, let's go do some cool shit.
Regret shit.
Yeah. Let's go do some regret shit. If not, bounce. What you here for? But if you're here to get fucking raw and dirty, let's get down.
So Iron Man's gonna go fight Korvac. Mahoney, you know about Korvac?
Oh, I sure do.
Yeah, Korvac's
I'll tell
back.
you. You said Iron Man's gonna go fight Korvac, and I said Iron Man can't go fight Korvac on his own. He needs backup.
Well, it didn't go well for him when,
I
especially in this last issue, when his backup is Patsy Walker Hellcat.
Oh, Kelly, you are talking my language.
You would really like the Iron Man book. It's very good and right up your alley.
That's a terrible person to go into a fight against Korvac with.
Well, he didn't know Korvac was there.
Nobody chooses to team up with Patsy Walker Hellcat. It's just she's there.
It made it sound like he went out to fight Korvac. It was like, come on, Patsy.
He went to go look at like some technology someone was selling him, and it turned out it was Korvac here to fuck up his shit. And Korvac's friends, who's that dude with the fucked up face who like puts blue dots on people's heads?
Oh, the controller.
Controller, that's it. Thank you. He was there, and who else was there? Was it Killer Shrike? No, someone else. Like it was like lower tier Iron Man villains.
You know what one of my favorite comic storylines of all time is? Captain America, Falcon, and Diamondback go to some villain island and compete in disguise. I think one of them is even Razor Fist. They compete in disguise in like a tournament of villains, and it's amazing.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. It's great.
Razor
You'd
Fist
love it.
is the greatest comic villain of all time.
Razor Fist was great.
You gotta love a villain who can't, who can be toppled not only by a superpowered foe, but by a doorknob.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking love that shit.
He gets to the grocery store and you gotta pull the door open and he's like, fuck!
Fucking love it.
He just has to wait.
Anything worth talking about, Nice?
Yeah, because, with the Pop Fantasy Football podcast, I've been looking for clips to play before the intro of the show, and I look on YouTube, and I can't find any good clips from this show on YouTube that are in good quality and not, shot with somebody's cell phone. So I started rewatching The League on Hulu, and we're about, I think we're 5 seasons in at this point, over the course of 4 days. So we've just been binging The League. Yeah,
it's a real quick watch.
Yeah.
They're half hours, which means they're like what, 20?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, and that's a show that like each episode just bleeds into the next, and it's like, oh man, how many episodes did I just sit here and watch?
And it's real wild seeing the type of guest stars, or like at the time probably just, you know, up and coming actors and actresses they hired on the show. Like the second episode of season 1 features Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex.
You talking about the Duchess of Sussex?
So yeah, we've been enjoying that.
Talking about what's her face from Suits?
And it's funny because, you know,
do you watch Suits yet?
No, not yet.
It's a suit riot.
You know, they name drop a lot of, at the time, current NFL players, and there's some names that they'll say and you'll be like, wow, I have not heard that name in 10 years. And then in the same breath, they'll be like, Timmy Brady or Drew Brees or Rob Gronkowski, and it's like, oh, them motherfuckers still in the league. It's wild.
They ever, they talk about Tiki Barber?
I'm
Did you
sure.
Tell you out any scenes involving Tiki Barber?
I feel like there has to be some Tiki Barber in there somewhere.
Some kinky boots.
We just finished watching the Rafi Dirty Randy episode.
Nice. All right, Mahoney, you got Amazon Prime.
Oh, I sure do.
You can watch all Suits on there.
I'm not good on Suits on Suits.
Let's say you don't want to use your Amazon Prime account. You can buy the Suits Ultimate Collection on DVD for $99.95 on Amazon.
$99.95.
Physical media.
It's on sale.
And then I can get up off my couch like an asshole and change the DVD every time.
For real.
Mahoney, that's 9 DVD sets.
Ugh. Oh, I'm offended.
Nearly 100 hours of entertainment.
Kelly, you know what I have been watching?
Talks?
I've been yeah, I got 6 more talks, Lee.
Hit the music.
Jesus Christ. I've been hate watching HBO Max.
Not really.
Because I do really like HBO Max. Like I like the app, except that I can't get it on anything except for my one of my tablets. And they have a lot of decent content other than all the HBO shows that I don't ever enjoy. So I sat down and watched The Hobbit, which I have never seen before. Let me tell you, that movie is an absolute chore. Like that movie is the closest thing. That movie is the closest thing you can watch to the feeling you get when you have to rake your yard. Like, it was horrendous.
Wasn't that like a trilogy too? They made like a 120-page book.
Yeah. You know what happened when I finished The Hobbit? I launched right into the second Hobbit.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna watch the first one, you might as well watch the second one, right?
I gotta watch the second one. I'm on the third one now. The second one was better than the first one, but still not very good. I don't encourage anyone to watch any of the Hobbit movies.
They seriously did 3 of those. I know that they stretched it, but I thought it was 2, but it was 3.
Oh, Kitty Cat Cumberbatch.
The third one literally the second one ends and the third one starts like immediately after. Like it's I don't know how much time was in between those movies, but like the second one ends and some guy who you thought died in the second one shows up immediately in the third one, and I'm like, no one remembers who this person is. Like no one who waited a year to watch this movie remembers this guy.
Well, that's the thing. They count on it being those Tolkien nerds who they fucking know all that shit.
I guess.
Well, and it doesn't help that they film all that shit at one crack.
Yeah.
So they're like, of course everyone's going to remember this because for them it's all in 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is all the same movie to me.
It's not very good.
Mahoney, you could have spent that time watching all 134 episodes of Suits.
Could have. Let me tell you, it feels like the amount of time it would take to watch all 134 episodes of Suits.
Yeah. I think you'd enjoy all 134 episodes of Suits, starring the spirits Gabriel Macht more.
Mm-hmm. I do love The Spirit. I've only seen it once, but I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I just thought of a show to bring back. The Cape.
The Cape? Holy shit!
Didn't that? Well, that's where 6 seasons of a movie came from, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it was.
Tell the boy about the Cape, Kelly.
Mahoney, you don't know about The Cape?
No, I've never heard of the Cape.
It was a superhero show on NBC starring a man who had a superpowered cape. Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. That's it.
What was it, kind of Spawnish, the cape was?
Yeah, kind of like the
it,
Hood.
Like could grab shit and kind of...
Yeah. Kind of like Doctor Strange's cape.
And then they had the bit on Community where Abed loved the cape and he thought it was going to last 6 seasons and a movie.
Oh.
So
But like
that's
by
where
that
that
point, I
came
think it
from.
had already been canceled.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Probably both of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
a second time. All right, what you got, Jose? What we're talking about?
We are about to start the last season of Gotham.
Oh, all right.
And out of context, there was a lot of stuff that looked stupid to me.
Like?
Well, yeah, a
In
lot of Gotham is really
context-
stupid.
But in context, a lot of that stupid stuff works. Some of it's still stupid. But now that I see how they got there, how they did...
Gotham is very much Batman and Riverdale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they did there's some really cool elements that they've do in there, and like some really cool things that they play with and who they bring in, and then they do some crazy dumb shit. But overall, enjoying. Not bad. But it's just weird because they're like doing as much as they can to be Batman without like ever doing the Batman thing.
Yep. Sure did.
I tried to start Gotham multiple times, and each time I got to the episode in season 1 where somebody is killing people by attaching them to balloons and floating them up into the sky, and I was like, no, I'm out.
Here was my key. I jumped in on season 2.
Yeah.
Like she had
That's
already
not a
watched
bad
season
idea.
1. Like I saw some of season 1, but it seems like once they got going and they you know what I mean? Like they figured
Yeah,
their legs
yeah.
and they're, because at one point they're just like, fuck it, we're going full comic book. Like this guy's gonna look like, I mean, they do Grundy, like that's fucking retarded, but they make it work.
Can't say that.
Nah, you can't, Jose. It's cool.
No.
Remember when Kelly didn't realize that we couldn't say that? He's like, what?
Hey. I mean, would recommend. You got to power through some episodes, but they
Yeah.
do some cool stuff. And the whole double Joker thing is kind of cool. And he does play a pretty good Joker, but you can just see, oh, they pulled that. That's Batman Begins. They stole that from Dark Knight, or they stole this from that. They take from a lot of different places, a lot of Easter eggs. It's fun. I'm having fun with it. So we'll probably end up finishing that by next week.
Nice.
Because all the seasons were like 20, 22, 23 episodes. And then the last season, they're like, nah, 13. Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Everyone at Fox was just tapping their watch, like, "Come on, we got to wrap this shit up."
Yeah. Because we know this motherfucker ain't going to be Batman, so end it. But the season 4 ends where, the first Joker, he blew up all the bridges. He set the second guy in motion, and that turned out to be a whole fucking crazy thing. And city's on lockdown, and it's pretty much like, this is where we bear down, and we rebuild from here. Let's fucking fight.
I think they do
So
show
he-
a Batman in the last episode, though, if I'm not mistaken. I think they do it.
Probably kind of like how fucking Smallville. or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I expect. I expect to see him like maybe a minute, a glance, a peek.
Right.
But nothing like he's not going to be Batman in the show.
Yeah. When you finish that, you should watch Pennyworth.
Oh God. They didn't actually make that thing, did they?
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have
Really?
a season 2.
Yeah.
The season 2 that's already been greenlit for season 2.
Oh yeah.
There's a
So
trailer
is
for
it good?
No, I'm sure it's not good.
Well, we got to do The Boys season 2.
Yeah, you
Oh
do.
yeah, do that like right now.
Yeah, have not done The Boys season 2.
Pause Gotham.
Yeah.
Well, too late. We've gone this far. You can't stop at the end.
Then watch Suits.
You can buy it for $100.
I found a different set of it where it's like one single solid DVD set for like $77.
Ooh.
All 34
Jose,
discs.
Do you own Suits on DVD?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So mark that down for Christmas. We don't want to get Jose Suits on DVD already.
All right.
I do not.
Call it, Lee.
Yeah.
Call it. Let's get out of
I'm
this.
calling it. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, wait. I got a fantasy football update.
No, you don't.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Lee's got to go to bed and/or watch the first episode of Suits.
I won't be
Gotta put
mad at
these-
either of those.
I gotta put these predators on a shelf.
Just standing in his family room watching Suits.
Lee's got to see the Duchess of Sussex Begins.
Love it.
Jesus Christ. All right, so next week, join us for episode 1 of our new podcast, Talking Taters.
No, next week. Oh, all right. So that's Talking Taters. The week after is when we start Boschcast.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
Boschcast. We had the Bosch intro, but we didn't talk about Bosch at all.
That made me laugh so hard.
Bosch.
Whoever.
Fucking Bosch showed up on The Mandalorian. Can you believe it?
Listen, if you have Facebook Messenger, you simply have to go into the gift search and search for Bosch Amazon and see what fucking intern was like, hey, you said you wanted 25 gifts? Okay, cool. I made 25 gifts of Bosch putting down a piece of paper. Bosch closing a car door. Like, none of these gifts make any sense. You can't use them for any purpose.
One
like,
of them that he showed today was literally a guy handing Bosch a napkin into his car.
Yeah. They're completely useless.
No,
Make
they're
any sense
useful.
at all.
Maybe I'll start putting Bosch on in the background while I play Yakuza.
That's a great idea.
I might got to. Might as well.
Bosch.
Or do it? No, because I want to save it for when we start watching the show.
Yeah.
One episode per week.
Sign up for the Discord. Check it out. Talk to us about your favorite taters. Go buy some fucking merch at merch.panelsonpages.com. Subscribe. Leave us some reviews and shit like that. That'd be cool. Yeah. Fucking tell your friends about your favorite podcast. which is this
If
one.
any of you motherfuckers say Tornado Potato is your best option, fucking cut yourself out of my life. I never want to speak with you again. You
God.
gutter trash.
Oh, wow.
Wrong.
For Jason Nyes, Jose Guzman, Kelly Harris, and our good buddy Mahoney, I'm the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. We'll talk to you guys next week. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
Come on.
Do you mind if I
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I do you mind if I
Fucking Google something.
Do you mind if I
Holy shit.
Do you mind if I
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I
I didn't want to say it.
Do you mind if I
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
Do you mind if I
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Do you mind if I
Why you keep bugging us, you two?
Do you mind if I
You fucking Google ass bitch. That's it. Show's over. We're done.
See you next Tuesday.